Well, once again, a very good evening, boys. Welcome
Hello.
back to another episode of the Abfc, and there are lots of things to talk about. This has been quite exciting week. An eventful week is probably a better way to put it, absolutely. But what we'll do, we'll start with the Premier League, because they were, it seems like ages ago now, the Premier League fixtures were now. Yeah, midweek. So, like we did last week, we will talk about the top four battle, or the battle for European places. We'll go then to the fight for the title, and then to our clubs in the relegation scrap, and right down the bottom there. And then we'll go into a few other bits of there, especially managerial changes, because there's been a couple of them over the course of the week. Yeah. But we will start, like I said, with the hunt for the top four. And where should we start? We'll start with Chelsea.
Chelsea,
So we'll start with Chelsea. So they're a good place to start. They drew 2-2 with Leeds, and I'll be honest, I've not watched many highlights at all.
Cole Palmer at the end, mate.
I've not even seen that miss.
It's
I'm
like a Cardew miss. Oh, I don't know how he did it.
Was it really?
It was really bad.
I've heard like the Twitterverse been going mad about it.
Yeah.
Was it a bad miss?
Yeah, it was a really bad.
It was it's come off. So I think we've all missed him. It's come off the shin or something.
No, he's right next to the goal and he's put it over. Fuck knows how. I literally don't know how he's managed that. And there was one person for Chelsea.
Oh, exactly. He won right at the end of that.
Absolutely. So, yeah, that was some dodgy points dropped there, wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
Because they were better than them, but
and they were 2-0 up.
Did you know you missed one of their goals they conceded as well? Oh my God, that was rotter defended. But that's the problem with Chelsea, isn't it? They can't defend, and they haven't got any good defenders. You know, like
they've got 100 of them.
Yeah, but
none of them can play well.
Dreadful.
Yeah.
Like who did they start at the back? Like Achimpong, Trevor Chalobah though, sensible enough player, but that Achimpong, mate, he had a rotter. Absolute right. Even on his rating, he's got 5 points.
Because there's so many of them, I don't really get to see a lot of them in any kind of capacity over the course of time. It's a bit like Adebayo or wherever he's called. You don't really get a chance to see him. And who's that one that you can't stand? You think's absolutely awful. That's the one.
You've got him now.
No. They've got Diassi.
Oh, yeah, Diassi. Yeah, Benoit Badiashile. He's awful. He's a Premier League player.
Can I just say, so that's 4 goals they've conceded into 4 goals conceded in 2 games.
Yeah.
Scoring 5, and then 2 teams are Leeds and West Ham.
Yeah,
They just a team that's meant to be pushing for Champions League, and Leeds and West Ham, with respect to Leeds as well, we're 2 teams that they should be brushing aside convincingly, really.
And I think they would be if they had. Well, that Wesley Fofana, I think he did come on. I think he's getting back to fitness. I think
he's probably he's there. What if you were to choose who are Chelsea's main 2 centre backs?
Well, you go Colwell, but he's out for a season.
Yeah. And Fofana,
but he's always bloody injured. Ever since they bought him, he's been injured. But
the thing is, are those 2 starting if everybody's fit?
Yeah,
yeah.
I would say so.
Cucurella and Reece James.
Yeah, that's a pretty good back four.
It's a good back four, but then if they're not fit any of the time, then you've got fucking Sanchez in goal.
Yeah.
So it's ropey across the board. Sanchez probably on par with Vicario.
Yeah, because he started the season, he was actually having quite a good start, and I was thinking, oh hello, he can play football.
But he's got such a howler in him.
Hasn't he?
He's got a howler in him.
Yeah.
So what does that leave Chelsea now? So Chelsea still in 5th. They're still 2 points above Liverpool, and amazingly Brentford are up there.
I know.
Stayed up there, and they a point behind Man United. So even though they drew and dropped points, they've been in good form. And
I can see Chelsea dropping out of the top 4.
Martin asked last week, where do you see the top 4 going if you were to put your money in it now? I'd say exactly the same thing. I think Chelsea, out of that little group at the minute, they're the ones going to miss out on that 4th, 5th place.
Well, I'm going to change my mind from all what I've said throughout the whole year of football.
Yeah.
I think Villa might.
Do you think Villa are going to drop out?
They're 6 points away.
Well, they are starting to look ropey. They picked up obviously a good win, which we'll talk about in a second. But yeah, they desperately miss their midfield 3.
Yeah, Tielemans out.
Tielemans, Kamara, and McGinn.
Just ain't scoring, is he?
No, he isn't. But
he's not been the same. Topic here. I was just going to say Watkins hasn't been the same player since he's moved to Arsenal.
Yeah. What was that after the Euros? It was that season, wasn't it?
Yeah, a couple of years.
Yeah, he's just got one of these like niggles that is consistent now, and they have to manage his minutes.
Yeah,
he's starting to become a bit Ledley King-esque.
Yeah.
Where
Never
it's never a good thing. So he probably won't ever get a big move.
Well, no big clubs ever buy.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, maybe he'll get palmed off to like a Fenerbahce or a Lille or
Spain.
Yeah, or whatever, a Villarreal. They like to poach a few.
To be fair, Italy at the moment seem to like our players.
Oh yeah, exactly. So, all right, let's ask a question there. Do you think Chelsea going to get Champions League?
No.
No. Yeah.
I do. Yeah, I actually think they come third.
Wow.
Do you?
Yeah.
Wow.
I can see Liverpool leapfrogging and taking if Villa dropped out or United dropped out. I think the top four.
If you do
top
3
four,
to 6, so you reckon that's going to be Liverpool, United, Chelsea, Villa?
What I'm saying is that when you look at the top four, and then you look at the 2 teams that are out of it, I think Chelsea aren't going to get it, which then leaves Liverpool the only team that could potentially replace any one of the top 4. You said you think Villa were going to drop out, so I'm assuming you think that United are going to stay in.
Yeah.
Different spots. Moving on to the game, including Aston Villa.
1-0 win.
A 1-0 win. Apparently that was a dog shit game. That was the exact verbatim that I heard from Villa. They scraped that.
I mean, they had 15 shots and 1 on target. So
1 on target, 1 goal.
Yeah.
That tells you everything about that game. And
that was an own goal as well, to be fair, 86th minute. That was a big game for them. Big points, big up.
That was a big game for them because they needed it, really. I think a draw against Brighton, he'd probably earmarked them
And they
to
haven't
win.
won for ages, Brighton, have they?
Yeah, exactly. Brighton are on a bit of a downward spiral, but we'll have a chat about that when we talk about our end of the fucking table in a little while. But Villa, we've been saying for weeks and weeks and weeks now that they're definitely staying in the Champions League. They look spot on. They were, like you said a few times, they had such an amazing winning run for a little while. Poor start, massive winning run. Everything's rosy. Strikers are fit and firing, and everything's going well.
Are they burning out?
Possibly, possibly
but
burning out.
Then, even though I think they're going to go out of it, they're 3 points away from City.
I think their next game, which is against
Who they got next?
Leeds, and Leeds
Is that at home?
Villa.
Is that Villa Park?
Leeds are a tough cookie.
They are a tough cookie. Obviously, Leeds will need the points, because they're in. But you'd expect.
If Villa were going to get top 4, they have to beat.
They have to beat them. If it was the reverse fixture, if it was Ellen Road, I'd fear for you.
Yeah, I would think.
I think as well that I know it's not a derby, but it's not far away, and I think that there'll be a huge crowd at Villa, huge away supporters always from Leeds. I don't know.
What was it? A Saturday, 3 o'clock.
It is a Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday 3 o'clock.
I think it's going to be a really tough game for Villa. I think that if Villa beat Leeds, I think that might give them a little bit of a bump.
So, what would you predict? What are you going to say?
Fucking hell.
I think they're going to come 6th.
Oh, what Villa's position
both.
in all the game?
Both the game and their position.
Well,
Say
the
that,
Leeds
8
game.
points away from the Liverpool.
Yeah. So they've built like a little. There's a gap in the table now between Liverpool. That game against City really hurt Liverpool in many ways.
I keep changing. I think Liverpool will just march on.
There's a lot of games to go. A lot of football yet to be played. Liverpool are they're 3 points away from Man United and 2 points away from Chelsea.
What cups are Villa in? I know they lost in the FA Cup this thing.
I think that's it. Obviously, they're not in the Carabao. Oh, they're in the Europa. They're in the Europa, which is obviously the Thursday, Sunday routine is going to really kick them. But it's knockout football now, so they could go out the next round.
True. Yeah.
I still think that Aston Villa will make the Champions League. It may be a 5th. It may be like a scraped 5th at the end. I think Chelsea will be. I think Liverpool will get.
It's 5, isn't it?
Yeah. I think Man United.
We don't definitely know it's 5, but I think it's going to be, isn't it?
Well, it has to be. We've got 6 teams in the final of the final of the Champions League, and Villa and Nottingham Forest are in the Europa. You're still in the conference, so that's coefficient points all over. There's been no British team has been knocked out of any European competition yet. So we have to be miles ahead, be streets ahead in that coefficient.
Yeah,
league. I'll have to check at some point, and we'll come back next
I
week.
think Villa are still going to get top 4.
Yeah, me too.
I still think they're going to get top 4. I think the Leeds game is huge for them.
But come on, Villa.
Even if they lost against Leeds, they're still in the top 4. And
Yeah, they've actually got a nice buffer there, haven't
Yeah.
they? 6 points away from. They're pretty much, because 5th will do it, 6 points away from 5th, aren't they?
And I know a lot of people was actually talking about them a few games ago being title contenders. I don't think they are.
They didn't think they were.
Yeah.
We will said for that they've got mathematics on their side for it.
Yeah.
But now that they're looking shaky, they're looking a bit flaky at the minute, and it's a good job that they've got the little buffer because I think they're going to need it.
Yeah, I do. When it comes to the end of the season, I think that's
All right, okay, that's Villa. Let's go on to another team in the hunt. Let's go to Liverpool, and they beat Sunderland 1-0.
Good win, I suppose.
Yeah, good win, especially at Sunderland.
Is that the first time Sunderland lost at home?
Yeah, so
That's a good win.
So teams have gone to Sunderland and
A lot of teams have big points up there.
So that's quite a good win for them. I didn't watch the highlights or whatever, but
Big win, isn't it?
it's just a routine win really for Liverpool.
Yeah, I don't think this is like.
Oh, I know what you're going to say now.
Do you know what? On all the podcasts we've done, people must think I fucking hate Sunderland. I honestly don't. I've got good friends that support Sunderland.
Yeah.
Oh, they are dropping, though.
I know. I think they was in a false position, and I think that it was always going to catch up with them. Absolutely fantastic that was their first defeat at the Stadium of Light. And I've said many times how much of a fortress that is. And I know that Liverpool dropped off, but if Liverpool are pushing Champions League, right, I don't think that is a huge win for them to beat Sunderland 1-0. If they'd beat Sunderland 3-0 at home,
But then that is the first time they've lost.
I know, but with absolute respect, man, Sunderland are 11th now. They're on a poor run. They lost to us. They've dropped, mate.
Yeah.
It's not if that was Sunderland earlier in the season after 8 games, 10 games, I'd be like, yeah, it's a fucking great result. It's not on a team that's dropping.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at their
their results,
I
they're
know.
a bit shoddy, isn't
That's
they?
what
they have. I mean, they've won 9, drawn 9, lost 8. It's been it's been an okay season for them.
Oh, it's a fantastic start.
Fantastic start for them. You know, their objectives going into the season has to be survival, and then whatever else happens. But maybe they've flirted with the top of the table, and maybe it's starting to get a bit disappointing for them. I don't know.
To be fair, since pretty much January, the only teams they've beaten are Sunderland.
They beat themselves.
Burnley, which everyone beats,
Yeah.
and Palace, who everyone beats. So yeah, that's it. Other than in the FA Cup, we won't talk about FA Cups and stuff, but.
Well, here we go. With Sunderland, right, here are the next fixtures. They've got Fulham at home, Bournemouth away, then where is it? Leeds away,
Leeds, then Brighton.
and then Brighton. For them, they could think we can get 7 or 9 points out of that.
Yeah, I think maybe Bournemouth away would be tough, but they should be beating Fulham at home if they want to stay in this mid-table section. Leeds away is a bit dodgy. Sunderland fucking Sunderland. Brighton at home. Brighton at home.
Yeah.
They've got to be winning that, but then they got the Geordie Derby.
Yeah.
I think obviously they're not relegation candidates. They're not.
Absolutely not.
But they can drop. They can. I think they can easily drop down to 14th.
So
I think they could. I'm not saying that they will.
You know?
And then all of a sudden it changes. I think they've got enough points now to be absolutely safe. If they lost every game, if I'm honest, I think it's going to be a short amount of points this season.
do you not think you'll get to 36?
I think it's going to be so tight. I think 36 is probably
We've gone on to relegation battle.
Save it. Right, okay, but let's go back to Liverpool because they're the ones in the contention for that.
As in terms of how good they are, not I don't feel sorry for them, they go fuck themselves. They're just poor.
Yeah, Vertso started.
He started, they made a lot of changes. They bought a lot of players, and the squad has been almost like slightly rebuilt over that. So it's understandable when we look at it now that they haven't exactly challenged for the title. We all thought they would do.
Yeah.
Before a ball was kicked this year, everyone was saying they're champions, and Liverpool fans thought they were champions too.
Yeah, I think the rebuild of players as well. I think the problem is those players that have come in haven't been great.
They haven't
at the start. I mean, Kirkes again.
He's had a rotter.
He's Robertson started that Sunderland game, and he got a good rating by the looks of it. I've only watched the highlights, so you can't really tell how good someone is from that. But yeah, he looks like, and you kind of think, considering you nearly bought Robertson off him, didn't you?
Yeah, it was never really close to completion. I think it was an inquiry, and then someone else got injured or whatever. And I think Kirkes is not exactly a great only choice as your left back for the rest of the season.
Because they've loaned out, because Tsimikas.
Yeah, well, I think that was part of the deal.
He's on loan, isn't he?
Yeah, he's on loan. That Tsimikas would have to be recalled from his loan, and then you've got Kirkes and Tsimikas as your first choice left backs, and you're like, yeah, Robertson, will give 100%.
He's just a solid 7 out of 10 player every week, isn't he?
But here's a question before we move on to Man United: is Slot's job in jeopardy?
Do you know the only reason why I think it is? If Xabi Alonso was doing well at Madrid, and Madrid were doing well, then I would go no. But I do think that job is kind of just made and kind of just waiting to happen. But you can't really sack Slot. He's just won you the title.
I know, but they won that league at a cakewalk last year. They didn't even. No one laid a glove.
He's done more than what Klopp's done.
I get it, but he won with Klopp's team. And he's made new
Klopp couldn't do that. This is what annoys me about Liverpool. Liverpool fans think Klopp is like the second coming of Jesus. He's not. He won one league and Champions League. They're like, cool, that's good.
I know, but you got to feel ever so slightly sorry that when you score 96 points in a season and still don't win the league.
They lost one game and didn't win the league. That is so funny.
I don't feel sorry for them at all.
I know you do. But, all right, okay, maybe.
I'm a C!
I don't feel sorry for them, but you can kind of like be like, oh, that's a rotter.
I think quite early on when we were talking about Slot when he was going on his terrible run, and we were talking about what may happen, I think myself and someone else, I can't remember, we said about Gerrard coming in as caretaker until Alonso became available, and then they might team up. I'm still not going to rule that out. I think that I think it's a bit unfortunate for Slot in a weird way that he done so well last season. Because
this is the expectation.
The expectation is there. And
so if you don't, then you've done shit.
Yeah,
basically.
When you think about it, I think he holds the record for being the only manager who's come in and won the Premier League at his first attempt.
Okay.
That's crazy. So you think, all right, and now a few months down the line, his job's supposedly under threat.
I think the only reason a big reason why I think it kind of is even though it's not really his fault, but you can't spend that type of money and end up worse. I know they sold, they got rid of.
I know net spend or whatever, but they pumped out close to like £500 million in one transfer window.
Big. And they're the sort
of... It's only the Coutinho.
That's the Coutinho money. They go mugging off Chelsea and then they go and spend £250 million and end up shit. Like, what's going on here? I know you've got to think the players they got rid of. Diaz, Jean obviously didn't get rid of, but not there anymore, bless him. Nunes, which I know Nunes isn't fantastic, but he's a player that you can easily bring on and can change a game.
I liked Nunes because he was busy.
He was good. He was good. He just couldn't put the ball in there.
Do you know what Nunes really reminded me of? Dirk Kuyt, if you remember.
Yeah.
He didn't set the world alight, but he just run.
He's a menace.
Yeah, he's an engine. He's like a Jordan Ayew.
Yeah. I love Jordan Ayew.
And for that reason,
he didn't score many goals, but he's a fucking handful.
Yeah. Fucking scored a banger against us though. It's the only time he's ever going to score a banger. It had to be against
Wayne
us.
Hennessy's in everyone's showreel.
I actually feel so sorry for him.
All right, okay, so that's Liverpool. We've chatted about Liverpool. Let's go on to Man United. And haven't they got enough? I forgot now. They drew 1-1 with West Ham. We'll chat about Man United, but we'll save West Ham to a little bit later on. Yeah. So, Man United, what do you reckon, Martin?
They're just so scummy. They are playing better, and they've got a right formation. They're actually playing people in the positions that they're in.
It's a social all over again, though, isn't it? I know it's Carrick, but it's just.
But you look at their last two games, and they literally think they're so good. They scraped Fulham right at the end. Proper scraped it, considering they were 2-0 up. If Amorim done that, right, everyone be like, fuck, he's shit, it's our formation. No, you do it with a 4-4, whatever you're playing, 4 at the back, 4-3-3, and you still do that. Like, chill out. You scraped, and Sesco, again, scraped it against West Ham. Fulham and West Ham, and you want to, like, challenge for Champions League.
Got to give him credit though. It's 2 good finishes.
Fair play, Sesco.
Yeah.
I don't think this Man United team is as good as everyone thinks it is, but I think they will get top 4. But
I think they get top 4, but I think that's
just on vibes. Though.
It's on pure vibes. They're riding the crest of a wave at the minute. The haircut guy has been shitting his pants.
Did you see his face? Man, when you scored, oh my god!
I know we'll talk about West Ham later. But did you see the video that West Ham released after the game?
Class, absolute class.
All the players getting haircuts.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I did see that. That's brilliant. But I think Man United, all right, they're doing all right now, but they've been awful under Amorim all year. And I think that's just testament to how weird this season is. Or is there another reason I missed?
Amorim was playing people in wrong. Like, you've got Bruno Fernandes, who, as much as I think he's a bell end, he is one of the best number 10s in the Premier League. Why play him centre mid? What are you doing? Like, you don't play Kobe Mainoo, who I would say is one of...
I rate Kobe Mainoo.
He could easily be a generational talent in midfield. He played in the Euros and absolutely mugged everyone off. He was well good. And then Amorim goes, no, he's just not good enough. He's competing with Casemiro and Agate. Agate! What are you doing? That cannot be your response. Like, so, Carrick, fair play, but I feel like even if you walked in the door after Amorim, you would play that formation. I feel like anyone would. And that's watched the game of football before. You would go, right, Mainoo on with Casemiro. Bruno, you are a number 10. You will play number 10. Yeah. You know, Mbuemo, Cunha, there you go. Them 2 on the sides, and then Tesco in the middle.
An easy, natural selection for who you've got available.
If you were on Football Manager and gone, tell me the suggested 11, that would be the suggested 11. I don't know what. Well, I feel like he was trying to make something happen that wasn't. He just Amorim.
Well, he persisted with that 3 at the back,
and it was shit.
It just did not work.
No.
The selection of defenders that Man United have, I just don't think they worked as a trio.
They haven't even got any good centre backs, so why play 3?
Yeah. And you're taking someone else out, and obviously that one player that's at the back, and they've shifted upfield, has paid dividends for him. Yeah, he's injured now.
Have you heard what they're calling him? Ballon d'Or.
Oh, fuck off. I mean, I am eternally thankful for that belter that he scored against Arsenal.
Yeah, but Ballon d'Or. Oh, jeez.
Have a word.
Yeah.
Have a fucking word. All right, but Man United. So I think we've all unanimously said that we all think they're going to qualify for Champions League.
I think they're scraped 5th. I think it's going to be between them and Villa. Realistically, I know problem with Chelsea, they always turn up in big games, but do you really think they're better than Chelsea and Liverpool?
Man United?
Yeah.
I think they're all ropey. I think out of those 3, I think Liverpool are better on paper.
Yeah.
By not considerable margin, but quite a little bit. But they're all patchy. And I know that Chelsea and Man United, looking at the form guide here, they've literally won 4 and then drawn 1. That's Man United and Chelsea's exact form at the minute. So effectively, they're playing all right.
They're playing very well at the moment.
But I think the 5th place is a toss-up between United and Chelsea. I think Liverpool will overcome it.
You think Liverpool come 3rd? Oh no, you think that?
4th. I think there's only 3 points in it, and I think at some point, the bubble will burst a little bit at United. As I said, it's a little bit like the Solskjaer thing. He comes in like little Solskjaer, scores a goal in the Champions League final. Yeah. They soon fucking turned on him. Carrick got sacked by Middlesbrough, and I like Carrick. I do like him. He's sacked by Middlesbrough in the Championship. He gets the big job at Man United. Is he going to have it? I don't think he's quite going to have enough to sustain that, and I think the bubble will burst at some point. Yeah. 1 or 2 bad defeats.
Well, I think.
And now we're calling for him.
I think the only reason the bubble hasn't burst is because of their late goals. United, Fergie time. It's the only reason it hasn't, because they're shit results. They're shit results.
But they did beat both Arsenal and City in a row.
Yeah, true. But
I also think it is as well, is that it's a fairy tale and the fans are all behind Carrick because of what he achieved at United. I'll go back to Solskjaer. It was the same with him. Let's be honest, Solskjaer's a fucking shit manager.
yeah, he was.
I'm not being funny, right? He is.
Yeah.
And ex-West Ham as well, Carrick, and I love him, right? But as it stands, he's also a bit of a shitty manager. Like in terms of Premier League, he's a bit of a shitty manager. He hasn't got that job on his managerial credentials. He's got that job because he's an ex-Man United player that can connect with the fans.
He's not. Yeah, he's not.
Yeah,
like
that's pretty much what that appointment is to get the fans back on side and get them singing the terraces again.
Thinking, and Radcliffe's thinking, oh fuck me, if we don't do something here, the fans are going to turn on us again.
And as much as it must annoy you, he's been really open about the fact that I'm bringing back the Ferguson vibes.
It drives me fucking insane. Any Fergie talk from Man United drives me insane, because that is the reason the reason they are where they are, because they don't move forward with the times. You're still stuck in the 90s or the early thousands. Football isn't like that anymore. Deal with it. Do you know what I mean? Fergie ain't there anymore. And if Fergie did come back, he'd get fucking battered every week because football is different. Deal with it.
Yeah,
him being in the stands as well.
He's
doesn't help the manager.
Of course it doesn't. Do you think we got Roy Hodgson in there? Going, well, I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have made a sub till the 80th minute.
We got everyone gone.
You imagine that?
Fucking Chewbacca.
Gonna unveil the Roy Hodgson stand.
Who you got looking at your team at the moment?
Who have got looking at our team?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, they've got Abraham Grant.
Was it Ramos?
He was dog shit. He's gonna be the top.
Who's the one that went to Chelsea? Via Spurs, AVB.
We've had some fucking rotters, mate. Christian Gross was awful. Jacques Santini was dog shit. AVB.
Who was the guy? Actually, I think he was quite good.
George Graham. Oh, no.
Back in like early 90s. Who was your early 90s manager?
Oh, fucking hell.
He had like funny hair. I can't.
Martin Yole.
No.
Love Martin Yole.
Martin Yole.
I can't think of you think. We had David Plea, Ozzy Ardiles, Jerry Francis.
Jerry Francis, that's who I'm thinking.
Jerry Francis.
He was ex-QPR.
He was ex-QPR. We were dog shit back in the 90s, like proper dog shit.
QPR.
We're still fucking dog shit, but we were really dog shit back in the 90s.
Were you battling relegation?
Right, hang on. That's later. Let's put a veil over that one. So anyway, we've finished about Man United. Let's move on to the title race, but there's one more little dark horse in the European fight at the minute, which links the title race together with the next game. Brentford won, Arsenal won. Brentford are sitting just on the coattails of all of the big boys up there.
And that was a massive...
That was a huge result for them. When Arsenal scored, I thought that was it.
Well, yeah, at the moment it is, isn't it? I think I said last week, they're a bit like that old Chelsea side, aren't they? When they score a goal, you're like... Well,
that's it. We're done. We may lose 2 or 3-0 now, but fair play to them. And they beat Arsenal at their own game.
Yeah. And then Arsenal fans crying about... What?
They're crying about, they're holding our players in the penalty area.
They're all over our goalkeepers. Fucking hell.
Have you not seen what you do, Dave?
Only way you're scoring goals is doing that. What are you on about?
But fair play to some Arsenal fans. They have gone on the comments of these people and gone like, we do this week in, week out. We got our arse handed to us, boys. It was only a fucking draw, pipe down.
Yeah, sure.
So, but
I think as you say that Brentford are on. I was just looking at the table. Brentford are up there, and I was looking at the points, and I was thinking to myself, all right, well, I did the 3 points off if they drop down to 9th, but then I'm looking at the goal difference and thinking, actually, the fucking goal difference for a team in 7th is all right.
Yeah, I mean, they're
plus 6.
There's Liverpool +6, Brentford are +5.
Yeah.
So they're doing well for what they are. They're 3 points ahead of Everton. So as it stands, they're nailed on for a Conference League place.
Do you know what? And the way they're going, I actually think they might.
Yeah. And maybe you think, Brentford get... it's weird, because if you ask a Brentford fan, if you manage to somehow get above one of those teams above you and qualify for Europa, I reckon that would hurt them.
Probably be the same as Palace.
Yeah, be the same. But I think Brentford qualifying for conference would be the best thing for them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think
Brentford fans, let us know if any of
Yeah.
them watch the show.
But then they might have a bit sensible owners rather than us and actually buy some players and go, oh, we've actually got some extra games. Better buy a squad rather than an 11.
Well, Brentford have got a really good recruiting team. They've got the same as like Bournemouth and Brighton to a certain degree.
They will need numbers, even if the numbers might not have the quality, because you need. I know this isn't about us, West Ham, but when we was in it, we played the same team every fucking week, and we was fortunate to not have injuries. You only need to have 3-4 injuries, and if you don't have the numbers, it can fuck you up.
Yeah. Well, at the minute, Brentford don't need the number. They just need domestic to play in the Carabao, the FA Cup, and the Premier League at the minute. If they got then that extra European,
that could be a bit of a.
That may hurt them a little bit. But I think if they let's just say hypothetically, and this is just hypothetically, they went on a barnstorming run and outscored two teams above them, and they qualified for Champions League. I'm just saying this is just hypothetical.
Yeah.
That would really ruin them. Money would they'd attract the players, but I think that would really hurt them.
I think they struggle to attract the players, even if there was Champions League. Because with absolute greatest respect to Brentford, if you're a player,
facilities are that great.
and if you want to be playing in the Champions League, and you're looking at, and you're like,
But then you are London.
In the next round, Brentford, Real Madrid.
Do you know what I mean?
Probably do a job on them, to be fair.
But do I want to play for Brentford in the Champions League, or should I keep?
The thing with it's just clubs that are in London. You're in London.
Yeah.
It's not like if Norwich got Champions League, you go, fucking moving to Norwich. It's in the back arse of nowhere. It's literally the back arse of.
Be careful, the old locals, they'll fucking.
But I don't know.
But the thing is, though, just literally while you're chatting there, mate, I want to look at who Brentford have got next. Or the next 4 games, right? Brighton at home, win, I reckon, and then they've got Burnley away, win, probably Bournemouth away, draw, and then they've got Wolves at home,
win.
So that could be 10 points out of 12,
50 points,
and even at worst, I think 7 points. I think that they've got
47.
right? And then after that, it's Leeds away. So the next 5, they could get some serious points on the board. Then Everton at home. Fuck me.
My only down thing to this is, and I hope they do, because I love it when you get a cat amongst the people and someone box it up. I really hope they do. Well, not that long ago, we were saying that we were looking at Brentford and we were saying they're going to get dragged in relegation.
Yeah.
So
I thought they were going to get relegated from day one anyway.
Yeah.
I did, yeah.
So I really hope they do push on and get European football. I really hope they do.
Yeah, I do.
I think their biggest threat to that place, is Newcastle. I can see maybe turning it around. And Everton under Moyes are always going to be a tough cookie. I can see Bournemouth dropping down. So I think between Newcastle, Everton and Brentford for that
conference spot.
That's what I think.
All right, okay. I think they're going to get it. I think
hope
Brentford are going to get it. I think
do.
I'm just being phantasmal about the potential of getting Champions League or whatever.
Yeah.
But if they score the points that we've just said that they could do out of those games, you never know. It would be fucking hilarious.
See one of them big teams drop down and Brentford get up there. I'd fucking love it.
But maybe their arse will pucker up when it gets to the business end and they've got to maintain the points because the big boys are after them.
Yeah.
All right, okay, let's move away from Brentford and let's move to the other team that played that night, and it's the title race. So Arsenal now are 4 points ahead. And I asked Tom the other day, is that a point gained or 2 points dropped? And he said, point gained. And I agree with him. I don't think Arsenal were at the races at all that day. Watched the game and they were poor first half. They got themselves in front and then Brentford just knocked on the door and Brentford should have won.
We whipped Eze off at half time, didn't they?
Yeah.
That is, after he done you over,
Yeah.
he ain't done fuck all.
He ain't done fuck all. But today, actually, I think he's got like a hat-trick assist or something. He's got like a goal. But today aside, do you think your old boys flopped?
Yeah, I do.
Me too. And I don't know. I know he scored a hat-trick against us, but fuck me, Rob Holding could have scored a hat-trick against us. You watched the fucking game that day.
Yeah, actually, that was. Oh, I love that stream. That was class.
I hate that day.
When you said they scored the second, when me and you just start laughing, mate, that was so funny.
But you know, and it took me 2.5 days to edit that shit. So the misery compounded for like days after that as well. So that was horrible. But all right, so what do you think that means for Arsenal at the moment? Are they?
I think they start getting worried.
I think so too.
I do. I really do.
It's only 4 points.
I know. I actually do think that's going to be squeak. I really thought they were going to beat Brentford.
I still think so.
They should have beat Brentford, but then Brentford should have beat them. Yeah. I don't know whether did you watch any of it?
No, that was I didn't watch those highlights because that was the last. Yeah. That was a weird Thursday. That wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a weird.
Tuesday, Wednesday,
like a Thursday game
on a Thursday.
Random.
Yeah, don't get
so right at the end there, the last 15 minutes, Brentford all over him.
Were they?
Coyote was causing mayhem with his long throws.
Thiago should have scored.
Thiago right at the end there. Right, he latched onto a ball, 1-on-1 with the keeper, and we thought he's just gone a bit too wide, but the ball sat up perfect, and he just put his foot through, connected really, really well, but just shot it too far over the bar. When you look at it from different angles, you think, I reckon I could have scored that.
Well, for what I on like social media and whatever, listening to Arsenal fans, apparently if it weren't for David Raya as well,
he made a great save.
He has saved them so many times.
I've got a huge shout with Arsenal right now.
Go on.
I think if Arsenal win the Premier League, if they win the Premier League, I think they will be the poorest team to ever do so.
Yeah, and a few other people have said exactly the same thing. Scholes said when the old class of '92 boys, they said pretty much the same thing.
I think it's their style of football. I think it's their attitude. I think it's the manager. I think there's so many things about them. I think that if they win the Premier League, it will be the poorest team to ever do so.
But that's what we say as rival fans to Arsenal, should they win it. But obviously they're not going to care.
No, and I'm sure they wouldn't. I'm sure Leicester didn't when they won it, and everyone was,
But I think we say, especially on the eye, they are shit to watch. They are a tough watch.
We've spoke about it many, many times, but for me, it's the standard of football, it's the quality of football, it's the entertainment of football. I don't think Arsenal offer anything like that. You
would rather go and watch. I mean, sadly, the most entertaining team at the moment are United to watch, but which is tragic because they're shit. They're not, but you know what I mean. But they're a tough watch.
They're a tough watch, but you can't take away from them.
3 points. 3 points.
4 points is 4 points, and City just looked like they turned the corner after that Liverpool game. The Liverpool game was huge.
That was
so. I mean, you were chatting about that the other day. Whether you agree with me or not, Fieldsy or not, they were literally on the verge of losing to Liverpool. 1-0 down, 85 minutes. Title
gone.
That was pivotal. Yeah. Title gone, and then 6-7 minutes later, they're 2-1 up, and it's one of those games, and you know as a fan that it's coming back and winning late 2-1 is a better feeling than dominating a game winning 3-0.
I've said all season City. All season I've said City. I just can't see past them. But also what I will say is that I've, in comparison to other cities, I also think it's a poor City team.
It is a poor City.
Yeah, but
it's a transitional team.
Yeah, that's the difference. Like there was an Arsenal fan I watched on TikTok, and he was like, he thinks they're going to lose the title. And he said, we're losing a title to a transitional
City team.
You look at Liverpool's transition. Fucking awful. To be fair to City, at least they've sort of held their own. Yeah. They've not been great. I think we can all say that. Yeah. There've been some all right plays. Like Reinders next year, hold this to me, will be really good. He was really good at. It was AC came from, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was really good there, and then moving into the Premier League, he's shown glimpses of what he can do.
He's been class at points, no?
Yeah, but he has gone missing a lot in games. I feel like next year he'd be.
He does, but then you look at their kind of three main central midfielders. I know Rodri has been injured for long, but it's him, Reinders, and Nico Gonzalez, and Bernardo Silva, and he can do a job in there.
But
as
he's
well.
gone next year, I think, isn't he?
Yeah, that'd be a big miss.
Yeah.
Pep loves Bernardo Silva. I don't blame him. He's fucking class.
Put him anywhere on the pitch.
Oh,
he's
Bernardo
just
Silva's.
quality.
I
Goals in him, isn't he? As well, he does have goals in him.
He scored that first one against Liverpool.
He
Didn't
did. So just for contextual result here, Man City beat Fulham 3-0, and they'd done that before half time, and they just took the foot off the gas.
It
was a cannon. They binned off Haaland to save his legs.
Yeah.
So
good idea.
Good idea, and it just
Who
felt.
they put on for Haaland?
God, that's a really good.
I'm trying to think when Haaland don't play, who do they play up front?
I don't know. I can't see.
Good answer.
No, I actually don't know.
Who's their reserve striker?
Fuck knows. I'm going to have a look.
Yeah, do it.
I'm looking.
Marmouche.
Mamouche.
Marmouche comes on.
But he's not a striker.
No, he's not. But that's how they play him, don't they? They sort of play like false
fair
nine,
enough.
don't they?
But there's
Nice to mention, apparently he was up top with him.
He
Oh.
is.
so
That
good.
is such a good sign.
Such a good song. Well, they bought well. They bought Gahey in, who I think's shored them up a little bit because they were a bit leaky and they were a bit
massively
suspect.
leaky.
And they've got Guardiola missing. They've got Diaz, who's in and out of injury. Stones can't stay fit to save his life.
Yeah, Stones and Diaz not being able to stay fit is big.
Huge for them.
But
But Guardiola's a miss.
he's so good.
Oh, he's so,
Consider they bought
and
him
all
as a
the
centre-back.
they bought him as centre back. He needs a centre back, but they play him on the left.
Yeah, and he's got to be one of the best left.
And who else they got? Oh, Ake does a job, but I think he's getting slightly
it was
on.
like Ake and Akanji, they like looked there, didn't they, at times? But yeah.
But Pep seems like, do you know what? I'm going to play 4 centre backs across my defence.
Yeah, and I feel like Arteta's trying to copy him.
Yeah.
Because Timber realistically is a centre back. But now he's been moved to right back and he's awesome.
Yeah, Ben White came in as a centre back. They put him on the right.
Yeah.
So they've got really strong players at the back there, City. But let's have a look at the figures at the minute. So 12 games to go. Man City 4 points behind. They've won.
I think City
They've
got
won
the
3
harder
and
running.
drawn in the last 4 games, and it could. Do you feel that City could now go on quite a good little run? Because I think they've got some really favourable fixtures coming up.
I've thought that for a little while.
There you have actually.
Yeah, April was dodgy for him though.
But if you win in the Premier League, then you are the best team in that league. Not being funny, you.
Cheers, mate.
Like,
No, I
you say
know.
it's difficult. It's
Yeah.
like if you,
Yeah.
you know, you can only beat who's in front.
Yeah,
of
if you want to win the league, you got to win them. Don't matter.
Yeah,
does it?
exactly.
Right,
so
so-
I don't. Yes, it's a difficult game.
Yeah.
Like if you've got your Villa or you got who do they have?
Who? What City?
Yeah.
City got Newcastle at home. I think they'll
They
go
got to win
do.
that.
Yeah,
Got to win that, and then they have. Oh shit.
Difficult game.
Yeah,
Could
I
be.
got that.
Then they got Leeds away. I think.
Got to win
I think they will win that. Chicken's ready. Then they have Forest at home.
Got to win that.
Hope they win that.
You away.
Well, you got to win that. Like all of a sudden, do you see what I mean?
Yeah, but the nitty gritty is after. You got League Cup final, Chelsea away, Arsenal at home. Those 3 games.
And if they're on a
Huge.
roll, if they're on a run, I think I can't remember one who didn't agree with me that if they win the final, if Man City win the final, they win the next fixture. That's like a big cycle. And someone said to me that no, I think it's the other way around. If City won,
That, wasn't it? Or was it Tom? We were in there. We're having a
Tom will
conversation,
always say the
yeah.
opposite of what I say anyway. So it's his job. Right? But anyway, let's do a little comparison of because Arsenal got a game in midweek. They got Wolves away,
Wolves.
and we watched the Wolves game at the Emirates.
Oh yeah, it was in here. Wasn't
It was in here, yeah.
Oh,
We
it
all
was
watched it
so
in here,
lucky to
and
win that.
Wolves, and they deserved the point out of that one, and they scored 2 own goals, bless them, to lose the game. But so they've got Wolves away, and then they've got the NLD,
The thing,
and
the thing
that's our next game.
as much as I don't rate you at all, and you've got a lot of,
I can't even argue with that.
You've got a lot of injuries, but it's a derby,
Manager bounce.
and you're gonna have
And it's the new manager battles, of which we'll talk about extensively in a little while.
that could come into play. Then they've got Chelsea away, at home, sorry. And that Chelsea tie, I don't care what anyone says, that Chelsea tie is on point and you ain't, they're beating you.
Yeah.
You know, when they've got, if Esteval plays well, if Palmer plays well, if Caicedo plays well,
It's a potential banana skin. It could be. And I love the fact that Rafinha tried to do something different against Arsenal. You know that thing he did with, whenever they took corners, he put three players up to kind of like make Arsenal think twice about what they were doing, which I like. So maybe he can squeeze something out of them. But as we've said, Chelsea are a bit patchy and ropey when it comes down to
if they defend, and because realistically, the people I just mentioned there, Caicedo, Palmer, Esteval, they're on their day. They're getting to any team. They are class. Problem is, you got to have your game. And that ain't Chelsea, is it?
I know.
And away from home.
So, what was I say,
I was just about to say, when is the...
when
are City in the Carabao Cup?
22nd of March.
Right.
And then they play...
So they have a good run again. Right, I can see City to 22nd of March.
Yeah, so they play...
I can see City leapfrogging Arsenal by then.
Yeah, there is one.
I don't know what Arsenal
There's 4 games.
Right, so Arsenal have got Wolves at home. No, so Wolves away.
So they'll win that, I think.
Spurs at home.
Difficult.
So no. So Wolves at Molineux.
Yeah.
Spurs at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Yeah.
Then they've got Chelsea. No, they haven't.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah, so they've got Chelsea at the Emirates.
Yeah.
And Brighton at the Amex.
Potentially.
And then Everton.
And then at home Everton.
Potentially, I can see City being top by the Carabao Cup final.
If they are, that final is going to City.
Yeah, and I also...
The next two are pivotal. One, I know we say that, and that's such an obvious statement to make. Cheers, Michael Owen. But that if they were to drop any points against Wolves,
oh fuck, which is
right, and
twitching.
I think if they don't walk away from Molineux with 3 points and they don't walk away from Spurs with 3 points, I reckon their arse start pucker. If they don't get 6 out of that.
And by the time towards the end of the season when City play Arsenal, I think they'll be wrapped up by then anyway.
And the thing is, not the Wolves one, sorry, but the next two that are Tottenham and Chelsea, they're both Sunday late games, or 4:30. City have played already. So they will be thinking about that. Shit, City won again. We've got to win. They have to win.
Pressure's on.
Yeah, rather than it being first, different ball game.
So how are you feeling? So before we move on to other parts of the league, how's the title race going to finish? What do you reckon?
I can change my mind again.
Oh,
Fucking hell, wanker.
get in that corner.
Don't yourself, you say. City, for me, it's City Arsenal.
I think so now. That was such a big draw.
It was a huge game for them. There are bigger games coming up. At this present moment in time, I still think City. Yeah,
I just think those games, and it looks like the other one's half 7. Those games against Tottenham and Chelsea being the last games of the week, well, the Sunday late game, City have played. If City win, I don't know if they handle the pressure. I don't think the players have got in them.
We'll see. Yeah, a lot of their players have been there and done that and lived it and breathed it.
Arsenal 6 points already, don't worry about that. Let's just concentrate on us.
Yeah,
that's their attitude. Arsenal,
and
they win. How does City get on?
And that win against Liverpool, that changing room after that Liverpool win, that is Pep and all of the experienced players like your Bernardo Silvas and whatever's, Haaland's. That is to all of them. We're winning this now.
Yeah.
And Pep is saying the same thing. That's it. You boys want to win the Premier League. This is it now. We've done it. We've sorted that.
Yeah,
People like your Mark Gahey's and Semenya's.
I mean, you are right. But going back to that City game, so obviously there's the Man City people, their fans and their club watching the games, and obviously Arsenal are watching that game as well. And at 1-0 to Liverpool, Man City, that's the title gone, and all Arsenal fans are going,
yeah,
that's it, shit wrapped up.
That's
and then 10 minutes later, okay, mood shift. And I think that was huge.
I do.
Huge
I think that was
game.
just the way they. Do you know what? If Liverpool just won, if Man City just won that 1-0 or 2-0, I don't think that it would just been like, good result.
Perseverance and the way in which they won it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How they won that game, that is...
Didn't give up.
that is Arsenal players going, fuck.
Yeah. It's
These
like, okay,
boys are up
shit.
for it,
Their
man.
boys are up for it. All right. So, all going City? Or are you...
Yeah, I'm going to go City.
Brilliant. Okay, well...
Wanker!
All right, boys. That is the title race. All right, it's time to move on down to the bottom end of the
race.
table.
The exciting part of the Premier League.
Exciting, but the butt clenching, squeaky bum time.
I think I'd rather be mid-table.
Yeah. I'd rather be where Fulham are right now.
Yeah, challenging for Europe like we were last week.
That's right.
But okay, we'll start with you. So I don't think you're in the relegation scrap now, like we are. But let's talk about your game because you were plain sailing against fucking Burnley.
And it was, for what I watched of the highlights, it's good. Strand Larson got a couple of goals, took them well, and you're like, yeah, man.
Is that the only positive really at the game? Is that your new striker got a couple of goals?
Even just all the forward lot, that Desant played pretty well. I think what's his name played all right. Johnson played all right.
Brendan Johnson. Yeah.
Going forward, we were like, yeah, cool, invigorated side, love it. A little bit of nuance about it. I really like it. The fucking 7 minutes. How we've gone from 2-0 up to 3-2 against a team that can't score goals. Just get this right.
Yeah.
It's not like Burnley are
Let's have
free
it
flowing.
right.
Yeah. To use filthy thing, let's get this fucking right now. The team that can't score goals this season at all, we've conceded 3 at home in 7 minutes. Mate, and the goals are fucking shit. It's not even like they're all like 30-yard screamers and no one can do anything about it. They're crap goals. And it's week in, week out. I think I must say the same thing. Week in, week out. Any time someone puts a little bit of pressure on our defence, we shit ourselves. And it isn't, you can't use the excuse of Mark Gahey's going.
You can a little bit though, don't you?
You can't, because it was happening when Mark Gahey was there. So the be or end of it, what the fuck are they doing in training defensively? They can't. I know I shouldn't be this angry, but fuck, it pissed me off. It's just such a shit result. You beat Brighton, rivals, get in there, right? Invigorated now, boys. Let's go. Let's go and win some games. 3 or would have been 3 very winnable games. Brighton, go there, back, beat them, smash them. Well, we didn't smash them. We beat them 1-0. Burnley at home. Beat them. You're 2-0 up. Go and beat them. Whatever. Put them away. And then Wolves. It would have been 9 points. See you later, Rellies. No problem. I don't think we're like shouldn't worry too much about it because we go and beat Wolves. I think that's it. But it's just such a shit result, isn't it?
It's such a shit result, especially since you laid your cards on the table saying you challenge for Europe.
but that should have been 9 points.
It should have been.
You would be going, you're mid-table now. You could easily go and push for that 8th spot, because it will be 8th, won't it? You could easily go and push for that. And I feel like we've just thrown it away. Maybe look a bit of a bell at the same time.
Is that what you're really angry about?
Yeah, that's what I'm really angry about. I'm standing my ground on last week's comment, and now I can't.
Fuck the players, fuck the club, they mugged me off.
They're fucking mugging me off. Why? Because you concede fucking 3 goals to Burnley. No, I don't even, has anyone conceded 3 goals to Burnley this year? I bet they haven't.
No, we conceded 2. Oh, that's no main feat.
But I bet you they have not scored 3 goals.
No,
in the game
it's probably
this
the only game they've scored for. Have a look. They haven't scored 3 in the last 5 fixtures, let alone 7.
I don't even think they scored 3 last year in the Championship. They just defended really well. You just think, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, that's a horrible result.
It is. But I mean, I'm not worried about. I was worried about relegation before the Brighton game. Thought if we lost that, we'll be going, oh shit.
Yeah, let's have a look at the. So you're 13th now, and you've got Brighton 1 point behind you, Leeds 2 points behind you, Spurs 3 points down to Forest, and then down to West Ham. I think there's too many teams now below you that have to do better and outscore you for you to worry.
I think the thing that annoys me is Burnley and Wolves should be guaranteed 6 points. I know nothing's guaranteed in the Premier League, but they're the games that, like, 6 points, see you later, everyone else, you go and battle it out. And just fucking dropping 3 points there. I've been a little bit annoyed if we dropped 2 and you go, right, it's a draw, but whatever, we'll move on from there, go and beat Wolves. But to drop 3, it's just fucking
It's just one of those
really
freak, like, anomaly, like 7 minutes of your season.
7 minutes of hell.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not like they scored again.
No, it was the second half. It was just us again.
Can't
Cannot break down a low block. It's so aggravating, and I know that is going to harm us in that European game because they're going to do the same. They're going to look how everyone else dealt with us. Oh yeah, look what Cup's done to them. Fucking coots, fuck off. And these guys are going to do the same thing. They're going to do the same thing. And how we can't, like, I was watching, I don't know, Ollie Thomas, he's a Palace creator on TikTok. He's quite good actually, and he was fuming, and he's pretty like chilled and down to earth. He's fuming about it, and it's just the same shit. We cannot break down a low block.
That's how you geared up. Is that what Glasner does? Is he a, like, on the front foot kind of? Would he like to be that manager but just can't at Palace, or does he like to invite on a little bit and then hit him?
I think that's what is him, or just the way he plays with us anyway, is we need people to come onto us because that is when you set everyone else away. Like, really, you know, we play 5 at the back, but Munoz and Mitchell are further forward than Walton and whoever bloody hell we're playing at the time, whether it's Lerma or Hughes or whatever. But Kamada had a fucking rotter. And I'm fucking stuck up for him. Even changed my view on him when he played fucking dog shit.
Is this just adding to the whole reason why you're pissed off?
So,
There's many reasons why you're fucked off from that fixture.
But yeah, it's just a shit. We really need to go and beat Wolves. We have to go and beat Wolves, and it'd be like.
Well, I hope we do. I hope Wolves beat Arsenal, then lose to you. That's what.
That would be a dream.
That would be the dream run for that particular team anyway. But I think you're all right.
I think we're all right. It's just fucking aggravating, isn't it?
I reckon what you.
You'll be all right.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
One more win puts us on what, 30,
35.
And then,
I think 10th will probably be a reasonable return for the year and a good Conference League run.
Yeah.
Guarantee your safety, because then you can focus on this Zrinski, whatever they're called.
I don't think you're completely out of it. But
No.
the result against Wolves, you beat Wolves, I think you're out of it.
Yeah.
If you lose to Wolves, I think you're still going to look over your shoulder a little bit because
just need everyone else
below
to lose.
you. You know,
Couple of we'll talk about it in a minute. Couple of manager bounces could change these teams down there.
I mean, we'll see, but then we'll chat about the manager bounces in a second. Let's talk about West Ham. Yeah, boys. So you drew 1-1 United.
Unlucky for the draw.
it was. Before we go on to the football, so this was my shit day. So I get robbed twice.
All right, okay. Yeah, you've been a bit tight-lipped on your whole. So come on, Filsey. What happened on match day?
I in Milton Keynes, get robbed twice. Back of my.
What's funny about that?
You couldn't even write it. No, you couldn't even write it. I actually feel so sorry for you. You
smashed the back of my truck in, nick a few tools. The glass.
Do you want to fuck with it? Did you say that it was open?
If they'd have turned the handle and opened it, it would have opened. Fucking retards. Just turn the handle, open it, take what you want. Just don't smash the glass.
Yeah.
Don't smash the glass, right? Because on my truck, it's a curved glass. For me to replace that is 750 odd quid.
That is fucking insane.
It's bonkers, isn't it? They leave a £400 whisk. They leave £600 worth of drills. They take a £50 Erbauer fucking drill. Right, you're a cunt. I'd have given it to you.
Yeah.
Don't smash the glass. Anyway, on the back of that, West Ham are playing. We're playing United. Do I expect them to get anything? Nah, to be honest.
Because they were on a bounce.
Yeah,
that would have been their fifth win in a row.
It would have been their fifth win in a row.
But I thought to myself, do you know what? In my little hope, I thought, fuck it, I'm going to forget today ever happened. I'm going to the pub in Milton Keynes. I'm going to have a few beers. I'm going to watch the game. So I turns up, right, surrounded by fucking Man United supporters in Milton Keynes, right, Cunts don't even know where Manchester fucking is.
Bet they've never been.
Fucking, do you know what I mean? Sat in the corner on my own, I'm depressed, I'm angry, blah, blah, blah.
Were you wearing your shirt?
Oh, no, I had a little thing on my neck that I sort of pulled up a bit.
Did you have your black armband on?
No, not that day, because I'm past that now. I've got a little bit of hope now. Anyway, when Souček scored, you can imagine I fucking jumped up out of my seat.
I bet they all turned
Having you fucking everyone turned around and looked at me, I was like, yeah! Fucking right!
I mean,
bad day! Fuck off! Cunt! Son of your Manchester is prick!
You didn't realise they're playing bingo.
all the old mates going quiet. I can't hear the numbers.
Oh, fuck me. And then when Man United scored, they jumped up and looked at me. I'm like, oh, fuck off.
Yeah, you got to draw your mum against
Do you know what I
relegation
mean?
numbers, yeah.
Right? I was like, we're fucking, we're battling for that fucking point, you cunt.
Yeah.
And you fucking celebrating like you won the Champions League in front of me. I'll fucking deck you in a minute. Go away. Go away.
7 minutes as well.
Where does it come from?
Fuck knows.
Where does it... So apparently afterwards they said that every time there's a sub,
30 seconds,
30
isn't it?
seconds.
Yeah.
Right?
How many subs were there?
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. Right?
I'm going to have a look.
There's
'Cause
subs that get made.
Yeah. Because
I get that.
grasp it.
I'm not being funny. That's the whole Fergie thing. We'll still be playing fucking now, mate, until they scored. Let's just keep it going.
Yeah.
Fucking 96 whatever minute. And I actually think, despite being 1-0 up, I think we rode our luck a little bit, but I think Nuno actually tactically got it quite spot on. And United had chances, they did, but I thought we were doing well. I actually think we deserved the 3 rather than the 1.
Was the goal
Fucking
offside
100%.
that Casemiro scored?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
It was offside.
Like miles offside?
It weren't miles offside.
Well, it wasn't miles off, but
Well,
even he
definitely.
knew he was
Oh,
offside.
yeah.
He didn't celebrate. He was a bit like.
Without VAR, that's a goal.
Oh, right.
Without VAR, that's
But he knew he was offside in the moment, and you look at it, they freeze frame it like, yeah,
You're
right. You know in today's VAR and offside rulings, if you feel like, oh, there's a chance there.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get like a wonky angle or the lines aren't doing it, but
He was
thought,
off.
yeah, he was
was
off. So
like
that was a correct decision.
So
on
So
that.
I've just looked as well. That would technically, just subs would be 4 minutes of added
So where the
time.
fuck does the
So
7?
where's another 3 come from?
Do you know what I mean?
Did anything? Was there any really bad challenges? Or
No.
anything? I don't get it.
No, there weren't. There was
But
no
that
more
was-
than the first half, and there weren't fucking. All right.
But-
say 4 minutes for the
Before-
subs.
Right, and
Eight
it's
There
something.
weren't 3 minutes in the first half.
Are you?
Like,
Here's an objective question to look at. Was at some point towards the last 10, 15 minutes, and you 1-0 up, and you need the points? Were you time wasting at all, or
Yeah,
were
because they had that on now.
was the goalkeeper taking a bit too long, kicking the posts?
I don't think there was a. I don't.
Because naturally
Personally-
you're going to do it. If you're 1-0 up and you desperately need that win, you're going to time waste. It's going to
But
happen.
it's,
Yeah, no, I
it's
get
only
that,
the
but-
big club. Do you not remember the start of the season with Liverpool? And they were getting like 11 minutes extra time and shit like that. And you're like, if Palace were playing someone and holding on, like, that would be massive. But if we needed a goal, there'd be 2 minutes of extra time. And you're like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Like,
I'm not
I
going
do
to
agree
be
with
like a
you.
conspiracy theorist sort of person.
The
the whole thing is
yeah.
that it's more entertaining for United to get a point and still have their little thing in the
Yeah.
run for the title than it is for a team like West Ham that gets 3 to give them that little bit of hope. I just don't understand where it comes from, man.
I agree with you because I think the only time there seems to be a vast amount of added time
So the
is if a
challenging.
if a
Champions
big
League-
club
Yeah.
is trying to score a goal.
I'm
don't
not
get
going to argue against that because we've seen it year on year. We've seen it for decades. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue that at
Yeah.
all.
We're going back to the game. I take a lot out of it. I think the previous game to that was the Chelsea one. Despite the defeat, I took a lot out of that. I think the one thing we're showing now is actually a bit of fucking
Bit of
fight.
And that's a good question I want to ask you. So, question to you and to pretty much the fan base of who you speak to all the time. Is there hope, and are you think like we're going to stay up? What's the overall West Ham fan base feeling at the moment?
I think we think we're going to stay up. We've got a tough run, but
I think you've had quite a tough run
Until now, Chelsea, United.
We've had some hard games.
You took the piss out of me when I said 7 points. We've got one, right? we beat Bournemouth on Saturday, which is a winnable game.
It is.
It is a winnable game. I know Bournemouth have done well, right?
Then you got some rotters after that, though.
We do have some rotters, but
oh fucking hell, you do.
I think.
Away to Liverpool. Ouch.
I think we might stay up by the skin of our teeth. I don't think it's going to be amazing run.
You've got a good end though.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, happy you know.
Leeds last could.
That could be
that
the game.
could be a bit of
a shame you haven't got. Oh yeah, you played for us. That was fucking bollocks. Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
that VAR fuck
Let's
that
not
one.
go back to that. Fucking furious cunts.
I do think you kind of need your.
We need to pick up points against the big teams.
I was going to say you have, but I'm just look. You've got Brentford and Everton, and they are doing well. They could be. The problem with them when you go and play us, which is before these Brentford and Everton games. When you play us, hopefully we'll be mid-table and we're shit. We're always shit at the end of the season because we're 12th, and we're happy with that.
I think. So sorry to interrupt.
No, go for it.
I think. If we started the season as we are now,
you wouldn't be anywhere near. Yeah, you wouldn't be anywhere near.
So, and that is picking up points against your Bournemouths, your Evertons, your Palace, your Wolves, your Leeds, who we yet have to play. So I think we are odds on to be the third team to go down, but I think we're just going to survive.
Yeah, I've said it all year. I think you will. And obviously, the ideal scenario is that you stay up, Forest go down.
I think the ideal scenarios all just happened this week with Dyche.
Yeah.
I think that is ideal for you.
That is a really good place to go on to next, actually. So we'll go on to Forest next, who drew 0-0 with Wolves.
Yeah.
What? I didn't watch the game, but do you see the stats?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Have a look at the fucking stats of that game, mate.
And can I just say, on Forest...
I put it on our little group chat.
Yeah.
Go on.
I was going to say, before you look at them stats just real quickly, if there's a team that deserves to go down,
Absolutely.
It's got to be Forest. Not because of the fans or the players, because of the fucking chairman.
Yeah, he's a
what a cunt.
What's a cock?
Go down,
Yeah,
fuck off.
I would love it. I would
Do you know
love
what I
that
mean?
so much. I've said it from the start. Mainly, you know, as a Palace fan, I know it's a little bit biased.
I like Forest.
I used to like Forest.
Yeah, until their chairman turned up.
He's a fucking cockwomble.
But the thing is, I'm just a little kind of a little bit of appeasement to the Forest fan. There's nothing against the fans or the players.
It's nothing to do with the fans
or whatever. It's just
they're great guys.
But the chairman
He's
and
a
the
prick fucking bellend.
They love him. They love him.
I get why though.
Because he does fight for the club and does everything.
Even though manager in your history since Brian Clough. How ironic would that be? You sack Nuno.
Yeah, that's what
Nuno saves West Ham and Forest goes down. How big a fucking
but
one of that.
And they're probably the first team, because they were one of two teams this week that have had a managerial change. So they sacked Dyche. The one manager
what the fuck are they thinking?
If there's any managers out there who you want in a relegation scrap, like Dyche, Big Sam, Ian Holloway, or those, but now they get rid of him because they couldn't score against Wolves. And you've looked at those stats. It's not as if they didn't try.
Fucking 35 shots, 10 shots on target, 4 big chances, and I hate this stat, but you have to use it sometimes. XG of 2.55, and you haven't scored a goal. I mean.
That's just an unlucky day at the office.
Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
It doesn't go in, and he's just pulled the trigger.
The thing is, and the only issue is, and the only reason, they could have played like that against anyone, and it just didn't go in. They could have played when they played us a couple of weeks ago. That could have happened with us, and they just didn't score a goal.
Yeah.
Because it's Wolves, and Wolves are dog shit. Probably Wolves haven't been dreadful since Rob Edwards. These last couple of weeks. They haven't been dreadful, Wolves.
They haven't, and let's hope they don't.
Go on, Wolves next week.
Right, but
How many teams have had 4 managers in 1 year?
So they've gone through what they sacked Nuno, they sacked Ange, quite rightfully so to be fair, and they've sacked, and now they're on to Pereira.
What the fuck are these?
Pereira is the manager that got Wolves in the situation now.
But the link is apparently Pereira was a manager at Olympiacos who is already managed before, so there is already that connection there.
I think they've been better again.
Without sounding rude, whether you've got a connection with a bloke or not, what the fuck's that got to do with managing a football
survival,
team?
you need fucking...
To be aware, and one of the people as a manager you would have is Sean Dyche. I think I said last week, if they get rid of Dyche, that's capitulation and they will go down. When I saw it at work come up, they sat thing, I went, well, there you go. You boys should be fucking laughing.
The thing is, though, it's a good thing for both of our clubs, I think, that particular thing here. But let's go back to the timeline of all. Do you know everybody sings, you're getting sacked in the morning. You didn't get sacked in the morning. We technically did. You got sacked at 12:30 at night. What fuck? He didn't wait till the morning. He dragged his arse in and got rid of him.
100%.
He dragged his arse in. Didn't ring him or nothing. I just dragged his arse in.
He's such a prick, that guy. They were at home as well. I fucking guarantee you, he's gone straight in, because apparently he's known for doing it. He's gone straight into that dressing room, bollocks fucking everyone, and then gone, sure, we need a chat upstairs.
Yeah.
In front of all the players as well.
Do you want more than because he loves to make those grandiose statements. But all right,
I'm surprised he didn't come out with Dyche in a TV interview saying I'm getting rid of him.
Yeah.
Say thank you,
Mr. Marinakis. Mr. Marinakis.
Please say thank you for me sacking you. Twat. He's
so,
such a twat.
How do you think that Nottingham Forest dressing room is now?
I think they're deflated. I think that they're going to be looking at it thinking we're fucking trying, and every time we have one little fucking bit of a wobble, this cunt comes down and does what he does. It's not.
It wasn't even a wobble. It just didn't go in for him. It's not happened.
It's not about the players. It's not about the manager. It's about the owner.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? It doesn't matter, because he could appoint Pep in there. And Pep loses 2-3 games on the bounce at this stage of the season. He's sacking him. Best manager in the world. Yeah. You didn't. Fuck off.
But their appointments, the appointment, one, getting rid of Nuno was ridiculous after what he's done before, because you had a falling out, probably because Nuno told you some home truths. Then you go and get Ange in, which I'm not saying Ange is a dreadful manager, but Ange is a type of manager where the reason they were in that position at the start with Nuno was because they couldn't quite defend properly. So your idea is, because you've had a couple of seasons with him, Ange is just balls to the wall. That's just who he is as a manager. Fair play, never going to change. He can get results. He always wins a trophy in his second season. Didn't even let him do that. But
did he get a second month?
That's what I mean. But that was not on Ange personally. He's just gone there for the money. Ange. He was never going to do bits there. It was always going to go wrong.
Do you think it's any coincidence that apart from Nuno, that was in the job at Forest at that time, every manager afterwards has only been a manager that's out of work? Because any manager that's in work isn't leaving their club to go there. Because to work for that club.
Because they are, I know you said it.
Especially the more managers that get sacked, especially in this, it's getting like Watford.
No.
I think, yeah.
And if you're a manager,
why do you go there?
Well, say I'm a manager, but I've been sacked, whatever, I'm out of work, and he comes knocking, I'm thinking, because I need the money. I need the money, I'm going to come to you. The test would have been, who could they have got a manager of the ilk that they want to walk in that's in another job. You're not leaving a job, but if you're a successful manager or a fairly successful manager, you're not going to leave your job where you're doing all right to go and work for that cunt.
No, you're not.
You're not going to
if you've got any ambition or self-respect, you're not going to Forest to work under Marinakis.
Unemployed managers to come and try to save them. But they're unemployed managers for a reason. Because they're not fucking that good.
Even Wolves managed to grab someone from the Championship, leave his job to go there, even though they knew he was going down.
Yeah. But he had links to the club,
but
there's a bit more to that.
But at least Wolves have gone, right, we're fucked with Vitor Pereira, we have fucked ourselves massively. What we're going to do, build for the Championship and go back up. And fair play to Rob, you know, and I actually got to say, he's doing
He's done
stuff.
better.
Yeah, with the players that he's got, and he's sensible as well. You know, as soon as he came in, no point playing Strand Larsen because he's not going to be here next year. So why play him? Fair play, because he is all to do with the future. Problem with Forest, how do you even sell that job?
And
what's the selling point of that job?
We'll stick to England. Is there a single manager, top to bottom, in the Premier League that leaves their position to go and manage Forest? Is there a manager in the top 6 of the Championship that leaves their job to go and manage Forest?
No chance.
But then you're looking at it from you're looking at two angles, because are people going there to go and manage Nottingham Forest on one hand, and then they're going to go work for Marinakis on another?
That is the heavy part.
Yeah,
of it,
exactly.
right?
That's what everyone's doubting. Ooh, club looks good. Squad's not too bad.
Squad's good.
Squad's good. But I got our answer to Marinakis.
But I think that is so heavy.
Yeah.
That is the heavy, because if you
that's why they can only attract unemployed managers.
If you have, I think Gabby Bonrahor said it very well actually. All the best chairmen, you don't hear from them.
Right. So here's a question for you. Say the hypothetical that Forest go down and you stay up.
Yeah.
Do the Nottingham Forest fans turn on the chairman?
I think you have to, because I think
they would.
They won't, because he spent so much money to get them where they're at.
And they've had apart from this season, they've had a memorable carnival type of.
They have, but you do.
They had one. A fluke is the wrong way to put it. They had a day in the sun season out of nowhere, because they got docked 4 points. They were in a relegation scrap. Next year they're in a hunt for Europe, and now they're back of a relegation scrap again. So
I think the fans could actually. Yeah.
I personally think the fans could, because I think they are where they are now because of him.
Yeah. Only because of him.
And the difference is they got where they were at in the Premier League because of him, struggled and nearly got relegated because of him, because he broke the rules. The reason they were up where they are, yes, they had the players, but because of Nuno is a very good manager, that is why they were there. And the reason why they've come back down dreadfully is because of him.
It's solely because of him.
And I know he sacked Nuno at the start, but Villa were doing dog shit at the start, and look where Villa are now. You're telling me Nuno wouldn't have turned around that Forest thing? Of course he would have. Of course he would have.
I think he would have.
Yeah. And they would have easily been like mid-table. I personally think that's what they would be. They go down, which I actually think they will now.
I hope they do.
That is purely on Marinakis.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But you think, right? So the chain of events that I think started with Forest is that Marinakis thinks that Nuno bottled the Champions League last year. They weren't good enough. They didn't know how to fight for it, and there were bigger teams around that who know how to do it, been there and done it, and they were unlucky on the last day. And he's just gone. He's had delusions of being in the Champions League. He's gone, no, Nuno, fuck you, off you go.
But
I'll tell you when
the Villa chairman,
and that was the first domino to fall.
But did the Villa chairman go, oh, you bottled it against Man United, that last thing, we could have got top 4 without that? Fuck you, Emery.
They got fucking robbed.
Yeah, they got robbed. Yeah. But he didn't sit there and go, oh, Emery, you bottled that Champions League, off you pop. No, he's not. And the reason Villa are where they are and Forest are where they are is those two factors.
Yeah.
Forest didn't get there, so he sat there and blamed the manager of bottling it. No, he's just not quite good enough. Villa got robbed, but they didn't sit there and go, right, Emery, you've bottled that, see you later. No, the reason then they're third now, and I don't think they will, but easily could come third, because their chairman isn't a fucking penis.
Yeah. And he obviously went the legal route with trying to demote you from the Europa League. Yeah. And I think a lot of it's karma, and I fucking have a massive belief in karma. Yeah. I think that you've literally thrown your toys out of the pram in every single direction that you can do in the summer, and karma's bite you in the arse.
Yeah. I'm not saying we did wrong, we forgot to send an email and whatever, but fucking hell, the amount of teams that are in there that are all multiple club owners. He's one himself, the fucking cockhead. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? He's still chairman of somewhere.
Obviously, he reads his emails.
Yeah. To be fair, he probably gets the the manager to do it, and when he doesn't put markers red or something, or reply back and CC him in, he probably sacks him.
I'll tell you, staying on the Forest thing, the big thing for me that I would have had more respect for Nuno was the minute that fat prick walks onto the pitch and starts grabbing off to me as the manager in front of the fans after a game. I'll be like, do you know what? Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself. The minute you do that, the relationship's gone.
But he was clever though, because he was like, I'm going to get the sack here, but I'm not going to leave. You can fucking pay me.
No, absolutely.
You can pay me when you sack me. And that's why he came out and said, oh yeah, we've had a bit of a disagreement. No manager's ever done that.
No, they haven't.
So he sat there and went, yeah, I'm done here.
Sack me.
Come sack me. And he did. I mean, very clever from Nuno, if I'm honest. And Vitor Pereira is going there, so he can then get paid when he gets sacked.
Right, so let's just, before we move on to other parts of relegation scrap and away from Forest, let's have a look at who they've got up in the next fixtures. So the next fixture, Liverpool.
Loss. Is that home or away?
No, that's at the City ground, but I still think Liverpool will be too strong for them. All right, and then they've got Brighton away, and I think Brighton will want to win that because I think Brighton aren't safe.
No, they have to win.
So that they will see that as a bit of a 6-pointer or a big 3-point.
Lose that. What's his name? Could be on the chopping block.
What hurts though?
Yeah,
possibly.
I'm surprised he isn't already.
I think so.
They're about 2 or 3 games away from their square. I think they're all right.
The fans
at
are
the moment,
arsey, I know it was us that beat them, but when we beat them, fucking hell, they were fuming the way that the team played.
All right, so if I say who we've got, Forest got Liverpool at home, they've got Brighton away, then they've got Man City away. Yeah, they ain't winning that shit.
No.
Then they've got Fulham at home.
Essential point.
Looks good.
Fulham not quite good at home though, right?
No, it's at the City ground, so it's
right.
But that screams a draw to me as things stand. And then they've got another sort of. Then there's Spurs at our ground.
That's a win.
I was waiting for it.
Wanker!
Problem is, before that, I would go, probably, but Newman.
All right, before we get on to, because obviously I've got my team to talk about, it's got a manager bounce and a relegation scrap to talk about. Let's just chat about quickly Leeds and Brighton.
Yeah, because they are
So they're the other pawns in the relegation scrap at the minute. Brighton on 31, Leeds on 30, Spurs 29, Forest 27, West Ham 24.
I actually think Leeds might. Well, who did Leeds play? Oh, they drew to.
They drew, and that's a good result for them. It's a good result for Leeds.
Anything expecting them to drop a little bit, but they don't. They keep grinding.
I kind of want them to stay up. Not that I like Leeds. I just quite like Farker because everyone's shouting him because he was shit in Norwich.
I like Farker.
The problem is at Norwich, you don't get anything. You got Dealer going, well, we're not buying anyone. You just got to try and stay up. Yeah. Oh, thanks. He's not as bad as a manager as what they are, and I think he's got them playing.
Wanted him out before they even got out.
They did, didn't they?
Absolutely. And they were talking about getting rid of him.
Yeah.
But I think he's obviously installed a little bit of fight in them now, and they are fighting, and they're scrapping, and they're doing well, and they're 6 points above you. So they've got a tiny little cushion, but it all could change. So here's their next run of fixtures. So next up for them is Villa at Villa Park. Mm-hmm. What do you reckon? We've chatted about that.
I think Villa might scrape that.
Yeah, possibly. Then it's Man City at Ellen Road.
See you later.
Yeah, I think City are now going to get on a run. Then Sunderland at home.
That's where I think they might get a point.
They could probably earmark some points out of that one. Then they've got you at Selhurst Park.
Probably win. Sorry, I'm just fucking fuming. But
then after that is Brentford at Ellen Road, and Brentford obviously.
Does it say the time of the Palace game? Because then you can probably guess what sort of when it is.
The Palace game is 3 o'clock, so that'll be Saturday.
Saturday 3 o'clock. It'll be tough because it'll be at Selhurst Park, and hopefully we can start defending and do that. So they might struggle with that. It wouldn't surprise me if they get a point out of us.
They could probably earmark out those 4 games, probably 2 draws, maybe that win at home at Sunderland.
But what would that put them on? 2 points now.
2 points. Well, if they got 2 points, that would put them up to 32. And that all. I mean, this whole debacle, this whole thing depends on how they do. Mm. If West Ham don't pick any points, everybody else is safe.
Yeah.
So,
But they're playing well.
But they're playing well, and as I said, there's a little bit of hope in Spurs. The fight is back.
And what you got to remember, their board's class, and they've seen what they've done and brought 2 strikers.
Well, one of which is injured for the rest of the season.
Who is?
Fabio.
Oh, mate.
Yeah, it's shocking, isn't it? But it does feel like the West Ham have turned a bit of a corner. They're behind the manager. He's got it. It feels like of all the teams that are in that kind of 5-team group at the bottom,
the best is them, isn't
it? It's kind of I think West Ham and Leeds are the ones that have got that little bit of spirit, and the club's kind of a bit unified.
Yeah, and they would personally be the 2 ones I would go.
Yeah. All right. Do you think Brighton are out of it?
No. And I really, I know I'm saying it. I know I'm biased. I know I'm biased. Even though I said
let's see who they've got. So they've got Brentford at the G-Tech next. They could lose that by all because Brentford
they
are
win it as well. Though it's 50-50 for me.
Not the way Brentford's playing, though.
Mate, I don't know.
Then there's the huge one against Forest. Forest at the Amex is the second game of that one. That is a.
They have to win that because if not, I actually think.
Ideally, right? Love a draw.
What's his name? Houston, whatever the fuck his name is, the manager.
Hertzler,
that's it.
Right, then Brighton have got Arsenal at the Amex.
That's a loss.
Yeah, then Arsenal have obviously got their own things to fight about. Then who have they got? Then it's Sunderland at their place, which is a tough place for anybody to go. Not as tough as Bodo, whoever said that for a while. And then Liverpool. They've got 6 games of probably 4 of them are losable.
But then the other 2 have to be winnable.
Yeah.
Because if they don't, one, I think Hertzler could be on a chopping block. Only because I didn't think he was, and I've said this all year about Brighton. They're so hot and cold. 1 minute they could easily rock up to Fulham and Brentford and go and win those games easily. They just don't. Yeah. Like you look at. Do you remember when they played you and Welbeck? Didn't they go like 2-0 up or something? And then Welbeck missed that penalty. Do you not remember?
Yeah,
it was on TV.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was like a different game. They're just so weird. 1 minute they look really good. You got Matoma writing how good he is at dribbling. Can't actually dribble in real life, but tells me how to do it.
He had one season where he was fucking unplayable.
Yeah. And then everyone's
dropped off a cliff.
Yeah, but everyone's got it annoys the shit out of me, that does. But that is purely because I'm Palace. But
I think Brighton are starting to feel the thing in time where you can't just keep selling all of your best players, and they don't just sell one for big money and they keep the core of the group. Sometimes they sell 2 or 3, and it's like, okay, we'll find, and that conveyor belt can't always work, and maybe they've hit the brick wall with that.
It can't, but you're going to, aren't you? You have to sell. You don't have a choice.
Well, yeah, people will always come and they're valuing fucking Belieber again at 100 mil.
Oh, for fuck, that guy's shit. Just because, mate. Just because this annoys the fuck out of me. Sorry for swearing. Just because Caicedo was quite good, you can't get someone who looks a little bit like him and go, oh yeah, he's the same. He's not. He's nowhere near the player. He had quite a good season last year. He's nowhere near Caicedo's level. Not even anywhere near. He had quite a good season, and then he's come in this season, and he's looked probably about how good he is. He should play for a team like Brighton. That is his level. Man United nearly put a stupid bid on him in the. Who's better, Agate or Belieber? Probably Belieber, just. Agate should be playing for a mid-table fucking Premier League side. He's no better than Agate. But then to be fair, they spunked 50 mil on Agate, so who gives a fuck? But it's to sit there and go about 100 mil on Belieber. I mean, what if you, let's just say Paulinho goes, whatever his name, Paulinho goes next year. Imagine if you boys bought him for 100 mil, what do you think? Do you think that changes your side?
No.
Back off.
That's what I mean. Does that change your side that much? I think that makes it
I reckon it would be a good signing for about 35. Good signing for about 35 million because that's the going rate for
a decent event.
For a half decent, but 100 mil.
Come on, man. Like realistically, say this year again you end up 17th or 16th, whatever. And the only thing your chairman thinks you need is a defensive midfield that can sort out. And you go and spunk 100 mil on him. Are you ending up any better than where you are now?
Absolutely not.
100
mil. But Tony, come on, mate. Have you been placing some Rotterdam bets this week? Do you need to get back? Have you got some loan sharks to pay off?
It's
what?
Fucking crazy.
Yeah,
he's
it
even
is.
valued anywhere near that. I think Adam Wharton is overvalued personally. I think for him to go for like
you always get English player tax for a start anyway. So what do you think realistically Wharton is worth? No, nothing to do contractually or blah blah blah. What is he worth as a player?
If he was in a better side and a good side, he is a £60 million player.
Is he a £60 million player right now? If someone's picture of I think so.
Yes,
60 is a good price.
He'd go for more, but because of the contractual things and that, he's class. Declan Rice wasn't really a £100 million player. He's class, and I absolutely love him. He's in that sort of. I'm not saying he's as good as Rice, I don't think he is, because I think Rice is generationally class. But if I was going to go, Declan Rice is an £80 million player, get rid of the contracts and how much you pay for that. Declan Rice is an £80 million player, and I think Wharton is a £60 million player. If you put them two in the same squad, that would be an absolute incredible midfield.
What, like the England squad?
But he won't know. He won't. He's going to play Anderson, who's been fucking dog shite, and they might get relegated.
But I don't know. Tuchel's quite canny when he comes down to that. Oh, by the way, he's signed another 2 years, isn't he?
Yeah, was that not? Should we go on that after? When
Yeah,
we talk about
fuck that, right?
Yeah.
We've got a whole World Cup of that shit to talk about. But anyway, right, let's go on to my shit show of a club. So we lost to Newcastle at home. Shock.
That should have been. If you moving up the table like you should be, that is the game you sort of set a precedent and win, don't you?
We do, but I knew we were going to lose it. You knew we were going to lose it. It's you just feel like Newcastle came into that game thinking we're on a bit of a rotter here, boys. And we've got Spurs next. We'll have these boys, and everyone rocks up to our stadium thinking they're going to have us. We've got there's no fortress. There's no.
Who did you play at the back?
Oh, we played. There's Van der Ven and Top Knot Dragosin at the back, and we played Archie Gray at right back.
Why?
Because we haven't got anyone else.
What, Pedro Porro?
Yeah, Pedro Porro was injured. Spence played left, and
You've got a massive injury.
Right, so this is the
They
weird.
always have.
Like,
Odegaard's out for a season. He's just done his ACL.
So that's our 12th player that we've got out. So
That's mad.
so that's the. I'll get onto the manager report. That's the new challenge going forward. That our injury list. Starting 11 that gets created out of that is better than the one we've got available to play right now. That's
Yeah, I'm just
You've
about
almost had that same injury list for
3 years in a row.
I was going to say
3 years in a
5,
row,
6.
we've had a huge rotter of an injury list, and I don't know what it is. But there is reports, right, that people are coming out with, because you know our retractable pitch that we've got in our stadium that gets. It goes underneath the south stand, which reveals then the NFL pitch. That there's something, the stability of this is potentially causing injuries. But no team that comes and plays at our ground gets injured. So
what if you're consistent?
but haven't you?
Maybe.
Have you not changed all your medical stuff as well? Twice.
And there's a list, and there's a thing on Twitter, and you can look at it. There's about 6 or 7 players that are injured for us right now that have all sought external help.
Right,
From so Kudus has gone out and he sought external help. Kulusevski's good. Romero did it. He went back to the Argentinian squad to go and help with his rehabilitation and thanked them publicly. I know he's like that. He likes to challenge the team or whatever. But there's a weird precedent that's been set by our players and our medical staff.
There's no trust.
There's no trust in the medical staff, and we've got players that are out for months at a time. We don't.
There's never any that are out for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, a couple of days, little tweak, and you'll be back in a week. No, we're out an ACL.
Two ACLs, because Madison done his ACL, didn't
Madison done his ACL,
And so
Dragosin done his ACL, Kulusevski's out for the rest of the season, and we haven't even seen him this season.
That is weird.
It is fucking weird.
Because he should have. I was watching something. He should have been back in December.
Yeah. He got injured in April. He was only out for a week.
Yeah.
Yes, he played the whole of this
But
season.
why? What? I don't understand.
Me neither. It's been really tight-lipped.
Yeah,
It's been so tight-lipped about it.
It's fucking weird. I was watching someone talk about that, Tottenham fan talk about that, and they're like, I don't understand what's going on.
No, me neither. And this is just another cloud of stuff that's going on at the minute. And yeah, okay, injuries are a big part of it. You can't have half of your squad injured and expect to do well every week. But I'm glad we got rid of Frank. I'm glad. It was one of those situations where
I think the players stopped playing, didn't they?
he lost the dressing room, definitely lost the fans, and you can't lose your fans. You can't lose everything together. It was the two Muppets that we got up top of us, fucking Bert and Ernie, Vinay and Johan Lange. Don't get me started. I'll fucking sling this fucking laptop across the room.
Like losing the fans, I think because of how bad your home form is.
Exactly.
So like if you had your away form, like switch the away and home form around, I feel like he might still be there because you would still have your fans. Because you're not that bad away, are you? Oh, not you are, but compared to your home form.
Well, it's weird, you know, we're dog shit away, but even worse at home. It's so...
And I think that's how he lost the fans.
Yeah, so lost the sweat. So, I mean, you take, for instance, right, let's go down the league. If Arsenal are 16th and they play the way that we did they sack the manager?
Yeah.
Miles before now. Yeah. Arteta's gone. Man City.
Yeah.
Villa.
The only reason not Man City because they got Pep, but
if
they had anyone else,
So I'm saying, so if Man City they do the same, Villa if they do the same, United definitely do the same. And I know that happened in their Hammer Room last year, but that was
chicken's ready.
Cajun chicken. Chelsea definitely, Liverpool 1000%, and I think a few of those other teams are up in the next echelon. I think if Newcastle were in the scrap, Eddie Howe would be gone.
Yeah.
So. How we kept Frank for so long, doing so poorly that we did, is a absolute mystery to me. And now we've got rid of Frank, and we've got Igor Tudor in, and
who the fuck's that?
Exactly, we would have got like, who? And I know he's Juventus manager, and we look at his career, and he's been at Marseille, and he's done a few.
He's not actually that great.
It's not one that all the fans go. Yeah, now our next game's at Arsenal, we can get behind the team.
Is that going to be a man? I feel like that appointment isn't a manager bounce. It's a bit like so you know. I know I said it earlier about you've got two people for a manager bounce. I feel like the two managers that have come in, there's no manager bounce. You know, like Man United's a perfect example. Yeah. You knew there was going to be a manager bouncer, didn't you? Because it was like old boy back there.
Because Carrick, he's got a link to the club, and the fans can connect to that.
Yeah,
that's why the Spurs fans were thinking, should we get Redknapp back or something that has that connection? And don't get me wrong, it has every chance of going wrong. Even if we got Harry Redknapp back, it doesn't guarantee.
But I don't think that would have gone well.
It might, I think it might go better. And this only because I don't care what anyone says, like. Home fans that are going and loving you as players, that definitely affects how you play.
Definitely.
Whether you are sprinting after someone, a centre back or a left back that is in the corner, but you're going for it, and all the fans go, on. That makes such a difference. And I find two managers employed this week, and you're. All of like the fan, I'm guessing you feel the same. I've watched a couple of. It's such a weird appointment, there's no. It's not bounceable. Like there's
no. I get it.
Totally. You're right. It's a one where all the Spurs fans look at each other going, "Who?
Yeah.
What?"
Yeah.
And you all just have to shrug your shoulders and go, "Fuck it, let's get behind him." But it's not like a club legend or someone that they were right. And then the crowd before the game when we play, because Arsenal's our next game.
This is
right.
I tell you what I think the danger is
what?
He's got a bit of managerial history behind him, of which none has been in the Premier League.
Yeah.
That's where I think.
Okay, but then other people have come to the Premier League. Slot didn't won the fucking league, and so it doesn't. I know that our position is quite precarious or whatever. So this guy, by all intents and purposes, if he could find some way to scrape a win against Arsenal, whatever, I'm going to build the cunt statue myself.
Do you not
Right.
think the players themselves are going to be thinking,
Yes.
who's this then?
Yeah, who's this? But then a lot of them are going to be thinking, oh, we haven't got to play for that fucking idiot anymore. I mean, you take our sub-keeper, Kinski, who hasn't got a sniff under Frank. He's come out and go like, he made a fucking heart emoji underneath the
appointment.
under the appointment, under the sacking.
Then
Under the sacking, and a few
okay.
people have liked
Okay.
the appointment. Apparently, as more and more reports are coming out that he wasn't really very well. Frank wasn't very well respected. I don't hate the guy. I don't hate Thomas Frank. I respected the appointment. I saw why it happened. Mm-hmm. He did a good job at Brentford. He got them up. He kept them in the league. Kept them challenging to stay in the league, and they were never really under any threat of going down. But he made the step up, which I thought Frank deserved. We've all chatted in previous conversations, not on the podcast, but just in general life anyway. Does Frank deserve a better club, a pop at a better club? Yeah, and he had a pop at a better club, but it wasn't a good fit. Maybe he goes to another club and does well.
I'm going to shout where I think Frank's going next.
Forest.
Us boys.
No, but then again...
Because Glaston's gone at the end of the season, and I think he'd do well at us.
Yeah. Maybe, yeah, because I think your club has that ethos that suits him a bit more.
Yeah, I think he'd do really well.
And I hope he does. I hope because I think he personally deserves to go somewhere and be loved like he was at Brentford. With us, he was borderline hated towards the end there, and you heard it. You've seen the report, and you get booed at half time, booed even louder at full time, and it was just the writing was on the wall, and it should have happened weeks ago.
What happens, and this could easily happen. This is my worry about employing this geezer.
Right, go on.
Say you go and get smashed by Arsenal. That manager bounce is
It's popped.
It's gone.
It's
There's
popped.
no bounce at all.
Right,
you
so-
have to play quite well. Even if you lose, you have to play well.
Right, so on face value at the thing, if we kind of zoom out from just the manager bounce thing, we have got half an injured squad playing rottily at home. That's not a word, by the way. And against Arsenal, who are top of the league, challenge from the top, have got their own things to play for. They could smash us, whoever's in charge. We could employ Pep, we could employ Klopp, we could employ anybody, and Arsenal could still fucking smash it.
But the way you play,
Yeah.
like the way you played against Arsenal and Chelsea under Frank,
Yeah.
was a fucking disgrace.
But but say for instance, here's a very realistic hypothetical. If we lost narrowly to Arsenal, say we lost 2-1,
Don't think it'll matter.
right? But we put up a fight,
That's
and the players played for and the fans got behind it. We were like, do you know what? We lost to Arsenal. Whatever, they are infinitely better than us at the minute. But we've seen enough going forward.
yeah, you've got fighting. Yeah.
We got, and that's all I could hope for really. If you come away with a point, do you know what? Great. If you come away with a win, wow.
Yeah.
Then the next week's podcast or the next podcast is going to be for.
Don't get me wrong. I really want you to.
Of course, because none of us want Arsenal to win.
Yeah, I just worry that if he doesn't get that right and your players don't run like that, I think that's what's killed Frank with your fans. One, the home form, and the way you played against Chelsea, Arsenal, Brentford, West Ham. I mean, especially those three there: Chelsea, Arsenal, West Ham. They're your three big clubs, right?
Yeah.
The way you played against all three of them, that will kill any fan base.
Yeah.
Exactly, and it wasn't as if we lost narrowly.
No,
I mean, you
just looked like you
watched the
totally
Arsenal
fucked.
game, though.
Yeah.
It was men against boys.
I would say the Chelsea game was nearly as bad.
It was.
I mean, they
1-0 flattered us.
should have fucking.
They should have absolutely wiped the floor with us that day, and there were big no-nos. If you were there and they've left their heart on the pitch, but they still got fucking tanked. It is what it is. Sorry, lads, or whatever. But there wasn't. It was just so abject, and he had to go at the end of the day. He had to go. And what
got to go blood.
Yeah, it's got to go blood, fam. Now, what you've gone, not tomorrow, to now, blood.
Got to go blood.
And so we will see what's going forward. We've got to see what this guy is like and see what he can do. What does he do in the changing room? Does he surprise us all or whatever? We will chat about that next time.
I don't even. What's his formation? He's not like an amateur.
I think he's a 3 at the back person.
Is he?
I don't think he's even got 3 fit defenders. Let
That'd
him play 3 at the back.
Interesting.
Yeah, we will see. So as any fan has to do when they get a new manager, and whether they know him, like him or not, you just have to get behind him and fucking hope, because we've got 12 games to go, and the threat of relegation is very fucking real.
It's
very fucking real. Anything to add before we move on?
Honestly, where do you, percentage-wise, what's your percentages of going down?
I'm going to go, at this present moment in time, I'm going to go a little bit higher than if Frank was still in charge.
Yeah,
I'd put us about 60 to 70%, because we were only going one way.
To go down.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Right. If Frank was still in the job now, I would go. I think West Ham are going to reel us in. They're going to gradually reel us in, because we're only going one day. The team aren't playing, the club aren't connected, the fans are fucked off, and we're going to gradually go down. Now, maybe that steadied the ship a little bit, but the jury's still out. We don't know. So at this present moment in time, I'm going to go 40.
Yeah, I've said.
I'm going to go 40%, because I don't think I can go any lower than that.
I
mean, we're only 5 points ahead of
Because you absolutely poo-pooed me a couple of weeks ago, going, well, Tottenham aren't anywhere near relegation, you boys are.
Yeah. Probably said that.
Now that's flipped. Completely flipped on its head.
And we're going for Europe.
Well, Holly.
I think there's a 30% chance you'll go down.
Yeah,
I don't think that you will.
No, I don't.
You're more, even if Almighty comes in and maybe he loses the North London derby and maybe has a couple of shitty other results. I think there's worse things in
the only injury you will get though that I think would be Van der Ven.
Yeah.
Van der Ven gets
if we get any more injuries, I think we're fucked.
But it's almost a free hit for your manager this weekend.
Yeah, exactly. He's got a chance to do it, and
unless they absolutely annihilated you 5-0.
Yeah.
But even then, I think some Spurs fans would be a little bit like, well, this is Frank's thing overlapping.
I do kind of think though you need to play well. You can't play like you played against Chelsea.
Yeah. But if we're going to lose, don't make it a game. But if I don't think anyone in their heart of hearts will say we're going to take anything off Arsenal, because just the way that our club is situated at the moment. But zooming out from that, do I think that between ourselves and Forest and what club is in a better state of affairs at the minute, I'd probably say we're probably better than Forest at the moment.
Like I said to him, what's happened at Forest is the same as you. That is perfect for you both. Because I personally think that is them done, dusted. I think that's such a bad mistake.
It'd be quite interesting if Spurs lose, Forest lose,
you win,
West Ham win, because all of a sudden that goes.
Yeah.
Who you got?
We got Bournemouth.
Right. So if Forest lose, who do we say they've got?
Do you know what I mean? I'm not
Liverpool.
saying
It's
it's
so Spurs.
That could easily happen.
Yeah. So if you beat Bournemouth and both subsequently,
that puts you 11 points to Forest, right?
Yeah, that'll be 11 points to Forest, and then we'll be 2 ahead of them. Admittedly, then our fixture schedule gets theoretically easier and yours gets harder.
Yeah.
So, but then you cannot substitute the squeaky bum time of having 2 points away from you. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting couple of weeks.
The thing is as well is that Forest have Liverpool, Spurs goal difference is good.
Mm-hmm.
So you
There
pretty
could
much
be
got
a
enough.
goal difference.
Yeah.
between
Have
the
they
two
got
ways.
pretty much an extra point on you and Forest?
Yeah, we've got like
So
a plus,
Forest got
plus 12.
13. We've got a minus 17.
But you got a plus.
No, it's
No,
on them.
minus 1.
Oh, fuck
Yeah,
no, that's
the
good.
Spurs
Yeah.
minus 1. So like West Ham and Forest's goal difference could swing potentially
Yeah.
this weekend if Forest lost 3-0, 4-0,
Yeah,
we won
yeah.
2-0,
Mm.
but whatever. That could swing. Which then brings us a little bit closer, but not close enough. We're minus 17, Forest minus 13, they're minus 1.
You pretty much
So
got
the
an
goal
extra point.
difference is-
Really.
Yeah.
It's an extra point. Yeah.
I mean,
Absolutely.
but we've gone through all of the from Brighton, Leeds, Spurs, Forest, and West Ham. We've gone through their fixture list with quite a fine-tooth comb. I think everyone's got quite a tough fixture schedule coming up,
Yeah.
and it's going to be very interesting to see.
If you boys were going to put money, you've got to put £1,000 of your money on who's going down, because I think we both know Wolves
gotta be
and
Forest.
Burnley are going to go.
Yeah. Who's going to get? Who's going to be
you
eight
bet on?
for
Gonna be
18th?
Forest.
I am going to
Yeah.
go Nottingham Forest
I'm gonna
at
go
this
Forest
present
as well.
moment in
There's
time.
no way in the world I could put £1,000 of my own money on my own team to go down. It's got to be Forest, doesn't it?
No, but I personally think that out of
And they deserve to.
Yeah.
between you, Forest, and Spurs, out of those three clubs, you're in a better state. You're points behind, and you're playing catch up. Yeah, but it feels like you're on the rejuvenation part. You're a little bit on the ascendancy. Whereas
And I feel like you could be. You might get a
might
manager
do,
bounce.
might do.
Whereas
We'll
I don't
see.
think Forest will. I think that's such a
But
shitty point.
and that, we'll keep a very very close eye on how Brighton get on because
Yeah.
Yeah,
two
and-
wins for West Ham in the next few games, and the other teams pick up points. They could be in the hunt.
Also,
They
we
really could be in the
can't.
hunt.
And
I
we,
love that.
the thing is as well is that we can't ignore Leeds because they are on 30 points with a goal difference of -9. They can get dragged back
Oh,
into that.
definitely.
They definitely
they're a
can.
hard-
They definitely
could be-
could
I think
do.
the only reason we don't is because it looks like they've got a bit of fight.
Yeah.
They don't.
Like if you and Leeds switched around, we probably wouldn't really talk about you that much because
Yeah.
the way you're playing and the fight that you give it,
Yeah.
you look like you'll pick up points. Pretty much what Leeds are doing. You look like, but Leeds could easily suddenly not pick up any points. Calvert-Lewin could stop scoring. That wasn't that Okafor or something. Who the fuck is that? Where did he come from?
And this Nimendu, whatever he's called, is also banging in assists and goals all over the place.
I
But
personally think one of the teams to go down is between West Ham, Forest, and Leeds. I'm going to drag Brighton into it a bit.
I think
I
you're.
don't.
Yeah, I think you'll end up
have
above
that
Brighton.
conversation.
I think you're
all
right.
right, well,
Well,
I'm glad, and I hope that you're right. But we will see. Right, but that's Premier League. Done.
Premier League done.
Premier League done. We will have one more topic of conversation before we close up this evening, and I believe Fieldsy,
Yes. So,
you have something you'd like to discuss.
Well, it's just the FA Cup.
Right, okay. Yeah.
We've touched on it before. I'll start with West Ham, and I think it's a great example. For me, I think rules need to be changed, and the rules are: if you are a Premier League club playing European football and you draw a club that is playing if you're in the Premier League and you're in European football and you're playing a club that in the Premier League that is also playing European football, it's 90 minutes extra time penalties.
Yeah.
If you play a team that isn't in European football, then it's a replay. It's 90 minutes in a replay.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, we have this conversation about, oh, it's too many games. Oh, it's too many games. Fucking well, you're a victim of your own success, for a start. And the financial implications on teams like Burton, who we beat in extra time, previously Tamworth.
Yeah.
And I know that you...
I know we lost, but we could have easily got an equaliser
Right.
and gone. Yeah.
So for me, the replays are so far more financially important to teams in the lower divisions. I think it's an absolute fucking disgrace.
Yeah, I
do. I get, like I said, if two Premier League teams are playing each other and they're both in European football, do 90 minutes if you want. Right, do 90 minutes.
As long as both
Go
teams
shut penalties
agree.
if you want. Fuck off the extra time.
As long as
if you're worried about
both
it.
teams agree to go to the FA,
Yeah.
and the FA go, as long as you're both happy,
Yeah.
every party. If they're not, if they're not happy,
then do the extra time.
Then do the extra time and or do a replay.
Yeah.
If you're not happy with that, if you're a Premier League side, no, we want a replay. Fine, play it.
Yeah.
But I think the Premier League sides would all go. Let's just say us and Forest were playing in an FA Cup game, both in Europe, not the Champions League Europe, but both in Europe and don't have big squads. I think they would both go. I don't know about Marinax, he's a cunt, but they would both go to the FA and go, can we play this over 90 minutes extra time penalties, please, rather than a replay, because it helps us massively for that. And the FA should sit there and go, no. But it doesn't help when even clubs like Palace go, we'll give you our 50% of, because everything's split 50.
Yeah.
I think we spoke about last time. When Palace go, oh, have our 50%, because it's nothing to Palace. And that sounds ridiculous, but it's nothing to Palace.
No, it is, because you're the Premier League side.
Yeah, and this team in the conference, North or whatever, that's massive to them. Why is the FA stopping that?
I think it's disgusting.
Yeah, so do I.
I think it's disgusting, and the thing is as well is that let's just say, for example, I'm just going to pluck two teams. We'll call Liverpool City, right?
Yeah.
Liverpool City play, yeah. With the current rules, it's one game, right? But they're drawing 0-0, yeah. At 90 minutes they draw 0-0. Let's just, I'm going to be loose here, but let's just say they have 10 minutes before extra time.
Yeah.
Well, not even that, is it? It's 5 minutes, say. Then you do the extra time. That's another half an hour. So it's 35 minutes on top of your 90.
Yeah.
Then you've got all the setup for the penalties.
Yeah.
Then you do the penalties. Is it over in 5? Does it go on to...
Could go on
10,
to about 11.
right?
Yeah.
Before you know it, you've almost played 2 games
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
in one, because the later that goes on as well, the more tired the players are going to then be, right? So I'm like, do you know what? You're fucking whinging. Get it done. For teams like that, if you want to, get it done.
Get it done, yeah.
Right? Go out penalties after 90 minutes.
Yeah.
You're whinging about the fucking time.
Because they do that in the League Cup, right?
Go out penalties after 90 minutes. But my other thing with it is if teams are not, go to 90 minutes and do a replay.
Yeah.
Just do the fucking replay. Fuck the extra time, or fuck the penalties.
Just
do
replay.
a replay. Because, as I said, Burton, and I'll use that as an example because we played, that would have gone to a replay. 62,000 fans or 60,000, 57, whatever that is, 50% split.
It's massive.
Keeps that club going for fucking how long?
Yeah.
No,
That's the beauty of the FA
That's the
Cup.
point of it.
I
isn't it?
totally agree.
Ruining it.
Yeah, I agree.
Right,
I agree.
so my take on your question is that I've mentioned a couple of weeks ago I'm all for the reinstatement of replays in the FA Cup because the FA Cup is undoubtedly the greatest domestic cup of any league, any country in the world. It is, and I feel that not having the replays undermines that magic of it. It gives precedent to the bigger clubs. And I'll disagree with your thing where the teams that are in Europe don't get exempt from that rule, because I think then if Kidderminster Harriers draws Man City
then the replay has to count, in my opinion.
Yeah, so it's a bit like, okay, but if they're playing in Europe, rearrange the fixture.
Yeah.
So if they've got a Premier League, rearrange. There are now, between late February and the end of the season, we only play one game a week. They can replay these games later on in the season, but keep the magic of that competition intact, and that will serve you fucking right for not fielding your strongest team.
But this was my other thing that I was.
If you don't want to play a replay, play your fucking players to win the game.
And
don't
you could win that at half time.
Yeah, don't underestimate it by fielding your kids, thinking, oh, we're really playing a shit team, and they managed to scrape something out of it.
Yeah.
No. I think replays should be across the board. It doesn't matter who's playing what competition and where.
I wish it was. I wish it was, and I agree with you on that. And when we say about when you get the clubs coming out. Oh, it's too many games. Was it Rodri or someone?
Rodri,
Chelsea,
yeah, it
fucking.
was Rodri.
Sorry,
Yeah, it was Rodri.
Come out saying too many
I think
games,
Klopp
whatever.
was the one
Klopp
who instigated. Well, Klopp was the one who I think instigated it so much that I think the replays were abolished.
Yeah,
but that's why they got the subs as well.
I don't know.
That's why they got the subs as well.
5 fucking subs.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? It was 5 subs, wasn't
Yeah.
it? So, like, for me, I'm like, for me, if Liverpool played Chelsea in the FA, because we get a couple of games on live, like BBC, ITV, whatever. I don't want to be watching that. I want to be watching the fucking Kidderminster Harris West Ham, the the fucking Macclesfield Palace.
Yeah,
right?
100%.
So not only do they get a little bit of a pull on the fucking terrace on the attendance, they get a little bit of
TV rights,
yeah.
And it all gets split. I do love the fact that it's still 50-50. I love
It's
that.
got to be, innit?
Yeah.
And it fucks me off, and we can argue about how bigger clubs are bigger clubs. I think if you're a Premier League club, you're a bigger club.
Yeah, of course.
Right? I think the Championship maybe not so much because they're almost on the periphery of being in that bit. Anything below the Championship, for me, regardless of the team that you play, has to be a replay.
And the other thing
has to be a
that really
replay.
bugs me, yes, I know you're in Europe and everything like that, whoever we're talking about, is that I feel like I do it because I like putting bets on and stuff. So I know how many times these guys play football.
Mm-hmm.
They're not sat there and playing one game a week. They aren't. They're playing midweek a lot.
Mm-hmm.
They play midweek a lot, like out of the Premier League.
Yeah.
And I feel people forget about that.
Yeah.
Because all you people are focused on is the Premier League, but I completely understand. I do myself. The only reason I know this is because we've been in Championship plenty of times, and also I put some bets on. These guys play football a lot. They are playing like their European things. They've got bigger leagues and stuff. They have things like the Johnson's Paint Trophy. I don't know what it's called now, but they have these competitions that they don't have in the Premier League. Yes, I know you're playing. So you're sitting there, you're playing Real Madrid. Well, Kidderminster Harris is probably playing, I don't know, Torquay or something.
It's 90 minutes for
you know, these guys are playing. I'm not saying they're playing as much football, but they ain't far off. They really aren't that far off. And they've got small squads. If you're in the Premier League, you've got that TV rights and like every position in the Premier League, you get stupid money for how far you go up.
Yeah.
If you can't build a squad, like if I'm, as a Palace fan, I know we lost to Macclesfield, but if our reserves of Palace can't beat and win out, if our reserves of Palace, which wasn't our reserves of Palace, we had some good players in there, but if our reserves of Palace can't beat Macclesfield, then there's something wrong. And I love the fact that that can happen. That's the point of a cup upset. That's why we watch it. We love it. But if your Premier League side isn't good enough to be a whether it's even a League Two side, if your reserves can't beat a League Two side, then there's a problem there, isn't there?
Well, I think that's the club's fault for underestimating your opposition that much that you felt that you've not put your players out to win the game.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think the benefit of a lower team forcing a replay whatever way round it is, I think they've earned it and deserved it.
And they're always going to play quite well. One, because it's against the Premier League side.
Absolutely.
And also, they're on BBC One. They're never on
Not any
BBC.
fucking more.
Yeah. Why?
Oh, I was going to bring it up in a second. That's fucked me right off this
What's
weekend.
happened?
The FA Cup is behind the TNT firewall now.
No.
It's disgraceful.
Yep. All of the FA Cup fixtures this round were on TNT.
Because I went to...
So you've got to sign up to TNT, that's more money than people got to pay.
It's funny you say that, because I went on today to see if there was any games on either ITV or BBC, and I ended up watching the Olympics. Gold medals, go boys! Yeah, I think really fucking disgrace.
So not only is the diminishment of not having replays lowering the magic of the FA Cup, everyday
can't
regular
watch it.
people can't fucking watch it anymore.
That's a
Like,
joke.
Young kids
they don't watch that.
houses that just want to watch a game of fucking football, and the parents who might be on the breadline and they can't do it because you've got to sign up to TNT, they've got to sign up to Sky, they've got to sign up to Amazon, they've got to fucking boom. Before you know it, it's fucking...
Macclesfield beating us. That was sat there on BBC One. That is
But
awesome.
that was
I know it's against my
weirdly-
team, but that is awesome.
Yeah.
And people can watch
But that was on BBC.
That was on BBC,
It was on
that's what I mean.
But all the games this week are on TNT. And it's like, what is going on?
Yeah, that mind
Football's
blows
gone
me.
fucking shit in...
But I
in
still
money
think there should be
perspective.
at least one game a week on terrestrial TV.
Yeah, I think that'd be amazing.
Just one game. You pick whatever Premier League game you want. It should be
Doesn't matter what game it
viewable
is.
on.
Yeah.
on but then I said the same as because you know the reason Wimbledon's still on thing because it's in the public interest.
Yeah.
Same as things like Ascot, like the Gold Cup and things like that, as they call it in the thing. When they started doing the Nations League for England games, apparently that's not in the public interest. Yes, it is. It's a fucking England game. It's the national team playing. I don't give a fuck whether it's the the Nations League. It's in the public interest to watch your national team. Why do I need to sign up to Sky to watch the Nations League?
It will happen.
Because
I guarantee you, it won't be long. We'll have to pay to watch the World Cup.
it wouldn't surprise me. The thing that riles me so much about all this is the reason what the Nation League is to get rid of friendlies. And people go, we're allowed to watch friendlies on terrestrial TV because it's in the public interest. What the Nation League, that is replaced friendlies. That's replaced friendlies. No, Sonny, that's behind a paywall now. Hold on. Work that out then. So what you've done is replace friendlies that you think no one watches, but yes they do because they're all on ITV or BBC. I'm not saying we're sitting there going nuts over it. So what you've actually done is gone, okay, we love the Nations League. And then FIFA have let them fucking buy Sky, have bought it, and then people can't watch it. I mean, you're gonna laugh.
It's bollocks.
Well, so if we were in the final of the Nations League, we got to fucking pay for that.
Exactly.
Fuck off.
So the Nations League is like the Conference League of fucking national football.
It's fucking bollocks, mate.
No offence to you that
Yeah,
you're in it.
no,
Well, not
I-
diminishing.
I
But
agree. It is though. If you look at, if you go,
World Cup top
World Cup
tier.
first, Euros, and then it's Nation League, and then
because there's no other
and
fucking
then-
competition to play.
yeah, and then friendlies.
Yeah.
Well, so we're allowed to watch friendlies because it's in the public interest. We're allowed to watch Euros and thingy, but this new competition to get rid of so many friendlies, that's behind a paywall. But you say it's a competition that it's big, it can do this. Fuck off. All it is a money spinner, and I don't give a fuck what anyone says. If it's a national game, you should be able to watch it. Same. I'm not just saying football. It annoys the fuck out of me. So sorry, I'm going on a rant now. It annoys the shit out of me because it's exactly the same as the rugby. Rugby, when they're in the autumn internationals. Oh, sorry, it's either TNT or Sky have bought that. Fuck off. It's the national team. Everyone should be able to watch the national team. That'd be like putting the Olympics behind a paywall. It's a fucking joke.
Would it surprise me if it does happen?
It wouldn't surprise. No, exactly. It's a fucking joke. And if you want to watch your national team play any sport, I don't care what it is, whether it's skiing, skeleton, curling, football, rugby, whatever the fuck it is, watch it. Because if that's the case, why is Wimbledon then? That's not a national sport, but it's in the public interest. Fuck off. Like what? So that's public interest, but watching your national team play sport isn't. Do one, mate. It's a joke. It's a
I
joke.
think the world we live in at the moment, though, let's just say that we're going to talk about curling, right? Let's just say curling.
Yeah.
Let's say the
Love a
whole
bit of curling.
fucking nation started watching curling.
It'll be behind a paywall.
100%. Sky,
Yeah.
look at that. I think, hang
Yeah.
on, lads.
I can
Fucking
make
hell, we
money
need
off
to
that.
get this on pay-per-view or fucking some shit because
Yeah.
the amount of people that's watching it.
Yeah.
Let's just screw them a bit more, shall we?
Yeah.
Fucking screw them.
100%, mate. It's
Bollocks.
an absolute joke.
Yeah.
Absolute joke.
I totally agree with you. But we're going to have to wrap things up tonight, boys.
No problem.
Yeah.
So, any final thoughts on anything that we've chatted about tonight? Any final thoughts on the Premier League? Whether it be top four, title changing or challenging relegation, what we chatted about FA Cup. Any final thoughts for today, boys?
My only final thought is top, middle or bottom. It is literally now getting to the business end, and this is where the excitement fucking happens.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's fucking
But you seem very chipper. Definitely more than you were about 8 games ago.
I was already getting my fucking flowers out, ready for the death. No, but this is for me where everything starts, isn't it?
Are you staying up?
Bomb.
Yes or no? You think you're staying up?
Yes.
Brilliant.
Now
Me too. What do you reckon?
My review on this:
Yeah.
Man City to win. Forest go down. Fuck Marinakis.
Yeah.
And fuck Sky and fuck TCN.
Yes.
And fuck the paywalls.
Yes.
Let us watch some fucking.
Fuck the paywalls! Yeah, I totally agree. My final thought, my closing statement is, please, Eagle Tuna, keep us up.
Keep us up.
Please. But anyway, do you want to do your...
Go on then. Like and subscribe, boys. You probably don't want to watch it.
No.
Just watch it. Laugh. It's a good laugh.
Like, comment, subscribe. Give any questions out to anything that you'd like to talk to us about.
Mark us off if you want. No dramas.
Yeah. Obviously, tune into our predictions as well, which we put out during the week as well. But from myself, from Martin, and from Fieldsy, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey, boys.